Daddy got a big airplane. Her mommy holds all the family on cash. A beautiful rose is standing at the corner. She is a living in and out of tune. Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your mind. Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your mind.
I'm back, and I'm hacked. I'm hacked. This is a hacker. It's fake. Everything is fake. Are we good? Is it okay? Is everything go good? Talk to me, chat. Are we okay? Hopefully everything's okay. My cortisol was spiked, panicking for a little bit. I think we figured everything out. Hopefully. Hacker, if you're here, thank you, and also stop for, it wasn't Mossad. I think we figured it out. Cortisol's up, but okay, we're back in here, okay? Are we good? Is everything okay? I was panicking earlier. Weird start to the Miami trip, weird vibes. Not how I expected it. The stream got derailed completely. Welcome to the second stream of today, if you guys are just tuning in. I had things to talk about. I had a whole stream plan, and it got derailed. Clav and Sush pulled up. They started talking about things. It was just funny. Clav said a sentence, let's go get hookers, do more drugs, get fucked up, and then we're going to go gamble. And I'm like, I can't do any of that. Like, I can't do anything here. Not off to it. People say New York has like weird energy and stuff. It's like Miami, I haven't been back here in a month. Immediately they came in, they said that it had like weird Muslim egg smell. It's not Muslim egg smell, it's just that the faucets were messed up. Okay, that's why I haven't been here in a while. I have 2 apartments. I have 2 cribs, and I don't come here often. I don't come here as often as I need to be. I mean, maybe I should get an illegal immigrant or something. But everything's fixed. And I'm still on the grind, you know? Like the old me would have, right now, my fucking vibe was shifted, but I'm still gonna go live anyway. First, should we say, do a roll call, everything? I don't have my soundboard here. Things are different. It's a different setup. I don't know which setup you guys prefer. I prefer New York. New York is my city. You guys can understand maybe every time I come back here, you can understand like why I like New York more. W cut, thank you. I know some people are saying my hairline's slanted. It was an Indian guy who cut it. An Indian guy did cut my hair. The fade's good, but yeah, I need to fix it up. It's a little bit slanted. Regardless, we still have a lot of streams, a lot of good stuff planned. You know, it's just been being able to balance it. You know, the Miami vibe is different. You know, it's a very going out city. And I haven't smoked a cigarette once this year, and I have one glaring on. And Steezy, did I smoke it? When I was stressed out when I got hacked, and I said out loud, I really want to go smoke that cigarette. Did I smoke it? Nah. Let's go. I didn't. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of it right now. This is the last one in the pack here that's been sitting here for a month. Gone. Boom. Not doing it. It's over. Not gonna touch it. It's okay. Stoicism. Locked in. I'm gonna stay locked in. Okay. Locked in. Just deep breaths. I didn't want to go live again, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. 2 very weird things to shift it. But anyway, I'm not making a mess. It's my apartment. I can do what I want. All right. So let's get into the stream. I'm glad to see you guys here. And also good news. Good news. Apparently, I heard from an insider that my Twitch unban should go through next week. You know, corporations, they get all lazy around the holidays. If anybody's worked in entertainment, media, fashion knows, it's like, it's just a little slow around the holidays. And they told me, they're like, okay, they're back in the office. I'm like, from what? Did someone's grandma die? Did Dan Clancy have some extenuating situations? I hope not. Like, no, from the holidays. It's like, it's January 15th. Christmas was a month ago. And they're finally getting back to the office. And so they're going to review it next week. So it's a perma-ban. You know, I have a off-platform behavior, extreme hateful conduct ban. So apparently what I heard, Dan Clancy's going to review it himself. So it's up to him. And Dan, I see Castanat's pressing you. I see he's saying that he wants to be on the Mount Rushmore. I don't need to be on no Mount Rushmore. I don't care. I don't have an ego with stuff like that. I don't need to go to the streamer awards. I would to get unbanned would be nice. Instagram would be cool. TikTok would be cool if you have connections like that. I don't know, plugged up you are. But I'm not going to go, I'm not upset about no Mount Rushmore, okay? I'm a YouTuber. I make videos and I stream on the side. It's all good like that. Over here on Love Speech, we're not going to press. So we would love to be unbanned on Twitch. Obviously, you guys know I like YouTube and Kick, but it would be cool to be unbanned on Twitch so I could do the collabs again. Stable Ronaldo just pulled up to New York City and he wanted to meet up and I couldn't stream with him. My mental health is declining. My mental health is under distress because I can't meet with all my friends. All my good old friends, everybody over there, you know, I can't speak to them. It's difficult. It's taking a toll on me. You know, why does your apartment smell like eggs? I said it like 4 times because the faucet wasn't turned on in a month. And so every time I come back here, I need to turn on the faucets for like an hour so that it could refresh. It just happens here. If there's any illegal immigrants, anybody, Rosita, Carmela, Prosciutto, anybody, they want to come through and take care of this stuff, get my mail, and turn on the faucet, get rid of the egg smell. The beeper, I came back in here, there was a chirp. I have a chirp in my apartment. It's embarrassing. We make fun of the people on Monkey. It's chirping when I come back here because the smoke alarm battery is not being refreshed. It sounds like the Clover House in here. What I know? Why do you take Zens? I don't. Check Twitter.com. I'm going to in a second. Relax. We're all good. The Miami run, it's still here. I'm not going to let anything get in my way. I'm not going to let anything. And do you get demonetized yet, Chad? Is it an orange if I show a gun? Is it an orange if I show a gun on BotTube? No, right? Let me not. Can you explain the Brad Bible tweet? It's good that he's reading the Bible. Can you say it's SNEAKO? Brother, can you explain the Bible tweet? It's good that Brad's reading the Bible. What is the explanation? Yes, it's good. He said that he's wanted to read it his whole life. Brad is, you know, we're the same age. We're both unks. We're 50 years old. And now he finally did something he's always wanted to do. I'm very happy that Bradley Martin is reading the Bible. And also because it seemed like there was an effect that Bryce Mitchell had after we did the stream. We were on the Discord panel, Brad, me, Bryce. We were talking about Christianity and God. And Brad's like, yeah, I really need to get reading. I should read the Bible finally. And then the next day he tweeted he did. So it's like, it's cool that it seems like that conversation had an effect on him. W. Bradley Martin. That's good. We should all read the Bible. Why not? There's a lot of good information in there. But brother, just dude. And what did you guys think of the? I'm Jester Maxing. What did you guys think of that Brad and Clav Sush brief stream? That was interesting. We'll see. We're gonna do more content in the next couple days. I'm gonna be live a lot, so you're gonna do a lot of hours. You're gonna be grinding. There's special guests coming up. Adam dissed you? Adam who? Adam who? Who's dissing me? Say Walla. Say Walla, someone's dissing me. Adam 22? Why? It's always something, bro. I was gonna go to live stream fail. Okay, there's always some shit, huh? What did you say? What did he say? Great, bro. Drink eggs, and I need to go to the grocery store. Adam Sandler's talking shit about you. Okay, fucking hell. Mods, pin this. It was me. I wanted to let SNEAKO know. Okay, here's the hacker. It was me. I wanted to let SNEAKO know before someone else got on and said something crazy. Okay, I believe you. Yeah, it was just an error with this multi-chat thing that I got going on. Trump dissed you. Shut up, bro. Oh, God. This is not funny. This is not funny. Shout out to CE. Bro, I was just getting stressed out, man. I was getting stressed out. What the fuck bro, someone linked, what Adam 22 said. What did I say about Adam? I've always been nice to him. What did he say? Cardi B tweeted you. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Where's Neon? I don't know. All right. Before I get into, I have a lot of things to talk about. What the fuck did someone link me what Adam22 said? What was the hacker's face? I don't know. He said he wants you to fuck his wife. Okay, people are just it's all distractions. It's all this is all a psyop. I don't believe anybody. You. Oh, thanks for the super chats. Brad should read the Bible and the Quran. Wow, great advice. That was really interesting. SNEAKO, do you know about gematria? Okay, you in too deep. Schizos, I don't care about numerology. It's a bunch of horse shit. Do you know about gematria from the Kabbalah, how the elite uses code to orchestrate all national and world events through occult numerology? Yes, I know. Yes. It's just stay away from that. It's witchcraft. It's evil. What else? More members. Oh, thanks for the dono. Alhamdulillah, brother. Appreciate you, supervision. Miami is more nostalgic. I appreciate it. Man, okay, I appreciate the love, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm reading all super chats this stream. Yeah, but just stay away from that numerology stuff, bro. It's just gonna, you don't want that. One thing that's you can see for sure in my streams is the energies, all that is real. You know, stay away from that stuff. Twitch unban's gonna hit. I hope so. Okay, let's look at this. My bad. Look at what live stream fail. Saying, do you want to gamble with me tonight? No, Miskiff. Your PR is not doing well. By the way, Miskiff, because like I'm in the middle of a yap. I'm talking about things that are important, right? About how we're gonna go to war with Iran pretty soon. Miskiff, you remember when I was on Twitch for that 1 month? Yeah. So you guys have seen that clip before. People in here, they always post this meet. Whenever I say something people like, they have to say like, heartwarming, the worst person you know. Go tap dance. Gambling collab, sad state of affairs for live streaming. No, it really is, bro. Like that, how it's just funny. Like they come on, they're like, yeah, we're taking steroids, gonna get hookers, and we're gonna go farm TTS and gambling after going to the club. I'm like, oh fuck, bro. Like I want to do content, but with the content people want to do now, it's just stuff. It's so different from what I do. Lol, I hate SNEAKO, but it's awesome to see Miz being shit on. Lol, damn, dude. If SNEAKO says your PR is not doing well, you may as well just quit the internet for a while. Please call me. I haven't stopped thinking about you in months. I know what I want, and it's you only. Cuties. Damn, a degenerate loser like SNEAKO dragging you is crazy. There's got to be a rock bottom. Really, bro? Thanks for the whatever currency this is. I don't know where you're from. Are you Indian? Your videos put people in a trance of contemplation. How do you express artistically in a way the audience moves into the artist's shoes? I want to apply the skill to music. Thanks so much. Bro, what a complicated question. This is not a consulting call. It's a stream. I don't know. You want me to give you the esoteric knowledge about how to put people in a trance through art? What? Fucking hate SNEAKO, but this is S tier. LMAO, imagine SNEAKO ducking on you. Rough. Miz lives in an alternate reality. I don't like SNEAKO, but this interaction made him look like $1 million compared to shit kiff. Rare SNEAKO W. SNEAKO aside, that's got to feel good. What do you mean SNEAKO aside? Yeah, people were like making fun of my... I find it. They're calling me Obama and stuff, but they were saying like, oh, look, even SNEAKO shitting on you from his studio apartment. But they don't understand I got 2 cribs. I live in Manhattan, you know... And not like I'm not even a money dude or to care about that stuff, but it's like when people start to like pipe down. You know, this is like pipe down a little bit. Do you have 2 cribs? That's all I'm saying. My apartment's so nice. I know Academics comes on and says that it's not Aiden Ross's house, and they immediately start dick sucking. Let's see. Okay, what the fuck did what did Cuffham say?
What?
Battery low.
Great. Shit done already.
This looks like Cuffham when he becomes a grandpa. This is...
Haha, got me, Gengi.
This is what the Freemasons are? I thought they're supposed to be like... Really...
The results are in. You don't have bougie dick.
You should be able to get the sub. Artie Amos with the 10 months. Lucky Hector with the fucking... Nice.
What's the diss? Listen, he's just shouting out subs?
You tell SNEAKO on them niggas that he be trying to like crack jokes around girls and they just fake laugh. Like the jokes don't hit, but they'll just fake laugh to fit it.
Cuff, you had the girls, they were laughing about... They were laughing behind your back saying, yeah, he's like famous for being ugly. He's famous for being ugly. If they fake laugh at my jokes, bro, we saw that on stream. I'm not trying to be rude, but like, are you really going to be in that position? He's famous for being ugly. I prefer a fake
Like you
laugh.
feel comfortable. Or are you dressed like a cow?
Oh, cuff him. Why do I make him so upset? Something about I get under his skin in a different way. Okay, I wanted to address this as well. Getting into the news from the day, people were asking me about this. This
This
from
whole
Nick's stream last
pedo
night.
thing, it's like, is it really pedophilia? I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really pedophilia, okay? They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds.
Hey, thanks for the 20. Hey, brother, I've been watching for a few years. God bless. Glad to see you doing well and pushing for what is reasonable and good. Auto-degeneracy is anti-evil, phenomenal work. Thanks a lot, Cater. You've helped me a lot. You don't understand how much of a pillar of life you've been to me in my younger ages. I'm not saying you're not helpful now. I want to be someone to myself, not another. Thanks, bro. Damn, bro. You guys are really supportive today. I appreciate
It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take.
Very controversial.
But that's not really the issue there. Okay? The issue is not that they were barely legal teens.
Yeah, I don't want to keep playing this whole thing. Look, the way I see it, I think right now Epstein's become a meme, and people are saying he has aura and stuff, and they see this stuff with the island and the connections he had. And undeniably, like, for him to be able to have connections with all the billionaires and politicians, he must have been a smooth talker. Let's analyze it and be factual. The guy was probably charming. There's no way you could have a honeypot operation like that. And now, people are using AI pictures they're posting on Instagram. And I think we're easily forgetting what he did. And I don't think Nick meant that. I don't think he's saying that Epstein wasn't an evil person. What he's saying is, like, the bigger issue is the fact that he worked for Mossad and had ties to Israel. But let's not forget that, like, Epstein here, some of the victims are like 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. This is not, and this is the problem with memifying Diddy and memifying, like, evil people and stuff. I'm not saying Diddy's evil, but, like, turning these cases and these real life issues into memes, you forget what they really are. These are the worst scum of all time. These are literal demons walking on this earth. These are the most corrupt, disgusting, vile people that have ever existed. And they work in a honeypot operation for Israel to compromise billionaires and American influential politicians. It's a very disgusting thing. So yeah, I've joked about it. I've said, like, oh, he had aura and stuff, right? You posting edits and stuff. Like, it is funny, but we got to remember what is happening. And so what Nick is saying is, like, okay, like, if they were barely 18 and stuff like that, is that really, which, like, but let's remember, some of the victims were like 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. This is not, we got to remember what they were doing. We got to remember. No, I wasn't on the island, weirdo. I wasn't on the island. And so don't, still Nick's a good guy and everything. And I think a lot of people misunderstood his take. Kai Sinat saying no accountability. He's going after Dan Clancy. What did Dan Clancy say to him?
I guarantee you it was edited.
It didn't look edited.
Did he tell you what I said?
Yeah, he said you thought it was edited.
No, I'll tell you what I said. Tell you exactly what I said.
Edited.
Miz gave his Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Right? And then he gave, like, OG. He gave, like, Soda Poppin' and Wreck.
Ms. Kiff went from being with Dan Clancy on stream talking about Rushmore to coming to my chat and asking for a gambling collab. Ms. Bro, I didn't know you were plugged in with the CEO like that. Maybe I will compromise all my morals and gamble with you.
Well, and all these OG. I said, oh, I guess for some people, Mount Rushmore is for the OG.
Yeah.
I don't really, to be honest, I don't really know anything about Ms. Kiff. I don't know, what does he talk about? I don't know much about him.
I've seen that, yeah.
Okay, and so if that is your thing, then Kai and Speed are at the top of the heap now.
No, you said, no.
And then,
you
so
said,
therefore Kai and Speed wouldn't be on. No, I said they're at the top of the heap now, so then Kai and Speed wouldn't be on Mount Rushmore.
Now you had said, like you can't, you only told me that I was about to because you was in front of me.
Oh, no, you saw that. No, I had you on that. I meant the clip.
No, you said to Miz, you said the only reason.
Yo, this Streamer Awards, just like how many times, it's been, I feel like it's been months or years since the Streamer Awards, and we're still seeing so many different beefs and dramas between Adapt and the Mouse Girl and the AI and the iPad and the India Love, and it's like they put a voodoo, even then Ty Lil and that girl, with the fake Zell account trying to call him a rapist and everything. That Streamer Awards fucked up the whole industry.
Why you put me on Mount Rushmore is because you was in front of me. Yeah, it's okay, bro.
Okay, I might have said that, but that's just talking to me.
I told John though. I thought
Okay,
that,
I might have said, but then they I guarantee you I might have said that, but they edited where they said, oh, I wouldn't have him on there. I never said that. Okay,
I seen it, but it's all good though.
Yeah, so Kai's upset. Kai is saying that he deserves more respect, and I understand. Probably the greatest Twitch streamer of all time. You know, pioneering like that. You can make it. Also, people are going to say Aiden, but in recent times with Streamer University and stuff, or whatever you guys think, you know, just based off the clips and the way he was able to maximize it to another level. You know, obviously Aiden did stuff like that, but Kai is up there, bro. Undeniably. But I don't think that you should really care too much about what Dan claimed. Just let it speak for itself. Let it speak for itself. At the same time, he did give you he did have that platform. He did financially help you and everything. So, but I can understand, like right now there's probably, you know, people get caught up at the top about the comparisons, who's number one, who's the best, who's the streamer of the year. That stuff can destroy friendships, can destroy ego, can destroy everything. Cuffham stream, what else is he saying right now? Does he want to call? Like, why do you keep spamming that? What's he saying? What's he saying? What?
Damn, I said your name. Shit. I've a invitation.
He's trying to read.
This
goes into what I'm talking about. Yeah, the perfect segue. So right now, Cuffham's trying to read on stream. And it's funny because like look at so Rakai started doing the same thing. He's taking inspiration from the guy who put him on. Look what Rakai is reading.
Today, since Kai Cenat reads a book, I'm gonna be reading a book today, okay?
That's great.
For 10 minutes, okay?
Look at the effect Kai's already had. He's already making the young Zoomers open up a book.
Shout out to KC3, all right? So we're gonna start right now by reading a fucking book. Cause if my daddy KC3 read a book and he's like real cool, I'm gonna read a fucking book.
I have no idea what he said right here. I can't translate that. I don't know what he said. Dad, I'm not reading books. You want to think I'm reading a book? I'm reading them. Dad, if you need me to speak the words, I'm gonna speak the word. What?
I'm gonna read a fucking book, all right?
What?
And he's like real cool. I'm gonna read a fucking book, all right?
Someone. If you guys say XQC needs subtitles, what?
To basically help me talk better and for me to stop stuttering and stuff like this.
And for me to stop
stuttering. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So this is a little good little.
Oh my lord!
Feel me in the chat. Okay. He was getting fined for wearing shoes that weren't regulation, red or whatever. That my entry point into my mystique of sneakers, not the object.
It's good that Rakai's reading. It's good that Cuffham is reading. But I don't know if they understand the effect that this has on people's perceptions of not only streamers, but as also Black Americans, right? If now Black streamers content for Cuffham and Rakai is reading on stream, it's reading. What do you think, like, what do you think other people, especially, look, white nationalists and stuff, they'll say Black people are low impulse control, low IQ, they're not able to exist in society, but they're not civilized, they can't comprehend. And then they open up their Twitter, they open up TikTok, and they see content from Black streamers is literally just reading. That's the joke. That's the punchline. And it's funny. It's good. I like that they're reading, but the joke is that they can't read. That's what's funny about this is the lack of reading, is the reading level, not even 5th grade level, maybe 3rd grade level. The punchline is, haha, look at this stupid dum-dum who can't say words properly. You don't even know how to speak English. That's what so many people are seeing when they do this content. So yes, it's good, but I don't know if you want to be that punchline. I don't know if you want to be the butt of that joke there. Rakai's got more boom on your bass than yours. Yeah, no, his soundboard is better, but like, okay, let's see. How is his reading level? Kadora, thanks for the time. I'm truly perplexed to see how hard of a time many people have reading in the contemporary world. I thought it was a joke. No, it's not a joke. And it is a reminder to most people when they criticize streaming that the people with the biggest audiences are literally incapable of reading past the 4th grade level. This is who is influencing people. Yes, it's good. And this is why this is so important and why I encourage Kai Cenat reading. And I've seen the whole timeline all day long. They're roasting him for reading. And it's kind of like making fun of the fat person in the gym. When you see a fatty on the treadmill, like, oh, look at the fucking fatty just running, idiot. It's the same thing. Like, the education system is lacking, and you can get really rich and famous without expanding your vocabulary. So it's good to now see people put an effort in there. And I don't think we should make fun of it, but we should also not make it the punchline, or else you're just letting people make fun of it. CJ, thanks for the 20. You said in 22, I was full on drinking the New World Order Matrix Kool-Aid. You woke me up and changed the course of my life forever. Thank you for your bravery. I will always be grateful for the Red Pill era, despite what people say. Thanks a lot, man. It was important to wake a lot of people up. And now we got to, this is stream, blah, 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 brain rot. We still have to keep on doing that and keep on. We're all going to ascend 26.
It's the object itself, plus the aura that exceeds it. Give me a in chat.
He speaks like Samuel Jackson reading the Bible in Pulp Fiction. And I will stand down upon thee with furious anger and strike down. Here are my words. Is he lagging?
In that, words start to get into this amusement to those Jordans are like an art object, like fine art. 5 gifted, thank you for the 5 gifted. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Jab out of your book. I'm reading the word and thank you for the 5 gifted. I'm gonna expand my vocabulary. Thank you for the 10 gifted.
Chat. Shout out to KC3, nigga. Shout out to KC3, bro. I'm reading a book because when I got KC3 read a book.
What do you think
I want to read a book. Why? I want to read a book real quick. For me. But it can all spark to make a strong artwork. That's how I would define the sneaker equation. I would say these sneakers have gone through the same process, coming out with the 2 points of references. Like,
I don't think he got a lot of those words right. References is not a word. It's probably references.
like, yeah. I'm done.
That exhausted him. He's exhausted. It was 30 seconds of reading. Rakai, it was supposed to be 10 minutes of reading. How you tired after? Look at that. That was mentally.
Like, yeah. I'm done.
That's it. Hopefully you read off stream too. Hopefully we're all gonna ascend. We got a looks max. We got a vocab max. We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. Okay, well, Kai right now, he's creative directing. He's creative directing. A lot of the stuff, it looks like the streams that we were doing with Ye in Spain, doesn't it? It looks like oh, you think you creative director? Oh, you think you Virgil? I saw Gaga was making the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras? Creative director.
So what I want to do too, it's like when you, oh shit. When you walk in, so it's gonna give us like this, right?
Let's see.
That's gonna go for a little bit. Boom. Slower. Live in that moment, like, you feel me, nonchalant, because I want them to like really feel that is the suspense, like, oh shit, because you'll be the first person they see. So you coming in like, feel me?
All right. I don't think this is performative.
A little bit. I want you to sit in this.
Because this was him directing the intro to Mafiathon.
In this area, like really like testing your shit out. Yeah. Like a minute. Yeah. Like I really want you to. I want them to embrace like you being there. Yeah. And then wait for something to happen. Then you stand up. You do everything you gotta do. Mm-hmm. Once you get done with this, like make it as powerful. I like to stand up. This
guy's saying he's trying to be Ye. Yeah, I tweeted that today. Everybody wants to be Ye until Ye's in the room. Everybody tries to be like. It's true. Like the influence. Not only in streaming, you could see it with all the top streamers. You could see the Ye influence. You see it in the documentary that Kai posted yesterday. You see it from all the political guys. You see it from the brain rot guys. You see the Ye influence everywhere. In music and hip hop and fashion, he really is, like, the impact is undeniable, which is really cool to see, especially after all the music that came out last year. You know, I love the Cuck album, Cousins. A lot of that stuff was deleted. Maybe I shouldn't. But I undeniably, I love those songs. And I think that was one of the best songs of the year, sonically. So to see that influence, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of I know that Kai's not being performative because a lot of you guys forget that I know Kai. Like I used to go to Atlanta like once a month. Back when I was living in Brooklyn, I would fly to Atlanta once a month, and I'd always go down there. And we didn't really like the people that I got along with a lot. And the reason that I would come out there is because they liked the creativity. A lot of you don't really see that from AMP. Chris is extremely creative. We spoke a lot about that. He's one of the most talented editors in the game. I think I'm the best. Chris is up there. Davis, what he's doing with fashion, I've been speaking to him more. But his fashion sense and his, like, they want to be more than just streamers. And so, yeah, maybe that's the new form of media and we should lean into that more. But at the same time, people don't want to be boxed in and just think that we're Riz, Yacht, WL screaming at the chat all day long. The reason that I got along with them is because they saw my ability to do that. And that's what I was known for at the time. When I go down to AMP in Atlanta back then, I wasn't streaming at all. I was just a YouTuber. A lot of people don't know that. I wasn't streaming at the time at all. And me and Kai, we never really saw eye to eye in Atlanta. Like, we didn't really get along, to be perfectly honest with you. But whenever we did have conversations, it was about creating. It was about art. It was about, that was when there was some sort of click. Everything else, like streaming content-wise and like the whole ego content creator thing, there was never any synergy. But I'm telling you, like, there is a real desire from AMP to expand, and it's great to see that from the streaming world. It's probably the biggest org right now. FaZe is gone, so who are the orgs? Miskif is no longer in an org. He's getting canceled. Like so it's just AMP, and they all want to expand and do that too. And I love to see people embrace that creativity. Yesterday when I was talking about that on stream, everybody was saying, oh, creativity's gay, art's gay, stuff like that. I was speaking about that last year in Project X. Oh, art's gay, museums are stupid. Whatever you guys think about that, maybe you guys came in from the Red Pill era, maybe you're just teenagers on kick who want to see gambling and drugs. But this is what makes the human experience so great. Not to be on a whole sob story about art, but that's what makes that's what unites us as a species. That's what brings us together. Art is what is the only form of media, is the best way that we can express the human experience in a way that's comprehensible to everybody.
Right? Yeah. All right, so go.
Thanks for the 10. Mike, you said, SNEAKO, you're like every goof YouTube liberal. You try so hard to be edgy and different, and you're all the same. Okay, then leave the stream. If you think it's liberal to like art and it's goofy and it's different, but you should try to be different. You should try to expand your horizons. You should try to do something new. This is a common rhetoric I see in oh, you want to be different or something? What, you want to be the same, dumbass? You want to be like everybody else? You just want to fit in? You don't want to figure out who you are? God gave you the ability and made you unique. Try to figure out what that is. Try to figure out what you're able to offer to the world that's special. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, why are you here? To be a bot? To just be a slave in the system? To just exist in the matrix and pay taxes for Israel your whole life? No, not me. If you want to do that, then go ahead, but you're not welcome here.
Crazy.
Thank you for the $10, dumbass.
And then after, like this, when you end, you just kind of sit in it, and then you try to don't leave too fast.
Oh wait, that's the Mike. Oh, this is the dude. I remember you, Mike. You said you were the one saying that I'm not a black nationalist and that you wanted to fight me and all this stuff. Oh yeah, I remember you. What's going on, bro? Thank you for your money.
Yeah. But just when after you done, you just go. Like, you feel me? You just kind of just leave.
Say that.
Because once you leave.
It's funny too, because like that guy, that black nationalist Mike in the chat is saying I'm a liberal, but also if I go too far right, he's saying that I'm racist towards black people.
it'll stay silent for like a good while, and then something else will happen. So yeah, but that's it though. But that was good. That was a good first take. That was fire though. Like, hearing that shit in person is crazy. After the countdown, it'll switch to this room where static will play.
So everybody wants to be the influence is undeniable. Everybody in fashion, music, streaming, and art, you can see it everywhere. But my advice, unsolicited, to Kai and to all the creatives that are watching this in the stream or when this gets clipped up or maybe in years from now, is you got to put in the work. You got to be in the trenches for it. Not saying Kai's performative, I don't think he is, but for the people that like appear like, oh, I'm an artist, and they put that in their bio, like I create, they put on some fit and then do a TikTok. You got to make 5 beats a day for 3 summers. You have to meticulously master your craft. You gotta spend hours and hours, what do they say, the 10,000 hour rule? You have to master it, the nitty gritty part. I don't wanna see people get rich and then just like delegate the task and pay other people to do it. If you are not first a master at it, then you're not gonna be an artist to its truest sense, and you're also gonna be replaceable. The reason why like I've been able to last so long in this game is because of my abilities, not glazing myself, but I am one of I think I'm the best editor in the game. I've mastered Premiere. I've been to film school. I understand color grading and pacing. I did the stand-up comedy at open mics nonstop. I understand timing. All that translates into the videos that I make and everything I do. I've studied movies. I've studied content. I understand. I've studied painting, so I know how I want to the rule of thirds and all this. It's not just all concepts that I know. It's stuff that I've been critiquing and working on and will continue to work on. I've put in the 10,000 hours in Premiere Pro. I have streams on Patreon where you can see me editing for 12 hours straight on one single vlog, working on the colors and the montage and the intro to get it exactly the way I want, because images and everything like that, that is what can imprint into somebody's mind. If you have a perfect frame and a perfect image, that will be memorable forever. Look at the impact that Runaway had with the ballerinas. My friends are making fun of me because I went to the Nutcracker Ballet, saying, oh, why would you watch the ballet? That's gay. I love ballet. Seeing ballerinas dance, seeing people who have mastered their craft, these dancers who have put in the 10,000 hours to work on that little twirl and put pressure on their toes. You can see it in the final performance, how they all were standing next to each other in the mirror, drilling those routines over and over again. And when I watch ballet now, I always think back to that Runaway movie that Ye put out, where he had the ballerinas and he's just playing that one keynote, and he had the Russian ballet come out for his music video. Those images will last forever. And you won't get an immediate return on investment. People think that way now because gambling, poly market, prediction markets, OnlyFans, all that is so instantaneous. And now it's an attention economy where girls like Camellia or whatever will say, views equal money. This is how I farm my young brother, my underage brother, to go get kids to sign up for my OnlyFans. Like, yeah, that's cool. You're going to get rich, but that you're not impacting anything. You're not doing anything. You're not accomplishing anything at all. You haven't changed the world for the better. You've made it worse. Put in the time to make something that's going to be remembered. And you won't see an immediate return, but you will be more satisfied than anything. Your soul will be satisfied, and also people will be uplifted. You're going to inspire, and that's really the highest form of human existence, is inspiration. Being able to change somebody's life through that work. And not everybody's going to be artists as well. People in business and everything, anything that you do, anything that you create, you have the ability to change the world forever. And why not take advantage of that? You know, regardless of your IQ, your reading ability, your circumstances, where you are, you have access to the internet, you have the tools in front of you to make something that is remembered forever in your business and in whatever you do. And I highly recommend people take that opportunity and not just see the automatic returns and the automatic and think, oh, it's just about money. And obviously it's harder, and that's why they want to make you a debt slave, so that you don't see that. If you're in this matrix, if you're paying debt, if you're paying your student loans forever and you have to pay your mortgage forever, and you're in a marriage you hate with a feminist woman who's masculine, you're not going to be able to tap into that. They want that because that's not going to inspire the soul. You know those conspiracy theories where they say they made the lights neon hospital looking instead of warm lighting so that it can why architecture now is all bland and looks like a WeWork. McDonald's used to look beautiful. Now it looks like a corporate, it looks like an abortion clinic. This is all intentional to destroy the soul. Architecture used to be Gothic churches. It used to be amazing feats of design. Look at Europe and how they maintain that. And now look what the buildings they're creating. And then you look at it, it doesn't inspire the soul anymore. You walk out crushing, just waiting to walk into your job. But when you walk into the mosque in Istanbul, you call it, I can't remember now. It used to be a church and now it's a masjid. I don't remember the name of it. But you walk in there and you see how the Orthodox Christians used to run, and then the Catholics used to run, and then Hagia Sophia. These will imprint your mind about the capabilities of the human race. And so maybe this sounds like a really grand speech translated over to streamers who are still trying to learn how to read. But the fact that we're seeing the most influential people make the efforts to get to that point, to make something like, maybe we can make something like Hagia Sophia. That's beautiful. And I encourage everybody doing that. Thank you for the fucking $100. $100 super chat from Cater. Long shot, but I love your perspective. Been a software engineer at a major company for years. I love talking about what exists solely in my mind and bringing it to life. How do I start a YouTube framing tech as a creative pursuit while preferring my worldview? All love. I'm going to talk about that on the Patreon. This is a stream right now. You guys are like acting like this is a consulting call. Patreon, I'll talk about the stuff and I'll make video about that on my third channel. Thank you. SNEAKO. Erica Kirk was an old government video talking about national security threats. Black Start USA on YouTube 10 years ago. No one is talking about this. Yeah, we are. Yeah, Erica Kirk had weird ties to intelligence, and a lot of her history is very strange. You know, it's very possible that she did have. I mean, her father did work for Raytheon, a missile contractor to Israel. You know, she had weird things going on in Romania. Like Candace is saying that she was working on a trafficking ring that was closed and she's banned from Romania now. Erica Kirk's past is very strange. Thank you for the 10. Mike, you said, SNEAKO, don't try that Jewish trickery on me. I'm 5 steps ahead of you. Okay, whatever, bro. He's rage baiting. Is there one more? The $20 one. Proceeds for your third apartment. Thanks a lot. I help SNEAKO buy things. No, I don't need a third apartment. I'm investing. I want to make a financial investment video on my third channel. Hey, by the way, I wish I had my soundboard so I could hit the bang or the. I told you guys to get Bitcoin 2 days ago, and it's already soaring up. I put like $30,000 more into Bitcoin like 2-3 days ago, and it's already like 40. It already went up. I already made a huge return on investment. So you make that money, man. Just keep on investing, keep going up. That's my goal right now. I reinvest all my money so I can have the ability to create.
Then it'll switch.
Moving on.
Switch, show chair for 40 seconds. After it shows the chair for 40 seconds, he then walks in, sit in chair, right? Then they do, what did they just do?
Okay, wait, when they switch, how do they switch with switch? Physically? How
yes,
are they doing
physically.
that? So that could be a cue for something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It zooms out when he stands up. I don't think it should not zoom out when he stands up. It should hold this shot and switch to like another cam. How we just had it. Well, no. I just don't want it to be shown through the TV that it's moving. So switch to PTZ when he stands up and then
move it.
Go to him,
and
position his face, and then come back. He does his performance. Y'all can play around with it where it feels right at.
Yeah, this is real.
I come from a transition.
There's nothing fake about this. Nothing fake about that. And to answer, I know Kidder gave a $100 super chat, so I guess I'll just. I like Kai said something very profound on his channel, and he was talking about the difference, and this is also an answer to you, Kater, in the chat, but he was talking about the difference between consistency and repetition, something that Nipsey Hussle always talked about. Before he passed away, not only was he very big in crypto and telling people to invest in Bitcoin, but he was saying it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's about repetition and doing it every day. And this is part of the reason like why I blew up streaming so quickly, coming off of years of being the arty farty New York YouTuber, was out of the repetition, was going live every single day, putting all my energy into it. Consistency that sounds too routine oriented, but when you use the word repetition, the way Kai said it, you're putting in the reps. You're not, well, that is literally repetition, but I like thinking it more in terms of repetition than consistency, because it's a reminder that it's a long term. You have to put in the hours. You're not here sprinting and it's done. Life is a marathon. That's the only way you're gonna be able to be, because everybody tries to be a YouTuber. Everybody tried to be a streamer. Everybody tried to be a rapper. Everybody tried to be a DJ. Everybody tried to do a business. The only people who are meaningful in it are the people that have put in endless repetition because they have to, because they wake up and that's what they're supposed to do. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Every single day. No matter, I'm not perfect, man. I get lazy, I get hacked, and then you see like I get bummed out. I crash out, but right now I'm on the stage, 2026. It's just every day, at least I'm doing something to improve. At least I'm putting in I'm making the right strides, putting in the right work to transcend and ascend as much as I possibly can. And not to make this a whole motivational stream, but this did inspire me from Kai.
No transitions from that one to the FR7.
We don't know yet.
Okay.
So can we put the UE waist shot real quick?
Yep.
After he performs, go crazy.
Yeah, Michael Jordan put 1,000 shots a day.
When he walks out, leather gloves comes in one more time. Oh no. What channel is it to play the?
For the which one? The signal one?
Wait,
No signal?
This can only play on this one, right? Yeah. No, not no signal.
He's creative director. Let's see the final result.
Keep hearing the static when we play the song, or cut the static?
No,
just the song.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that again.
All right. Yeah.
We're gonna try it again. Start from the top of the song.
Look at that. This is what we learned in film school. These are the switchers. Like all this right here was all my television program.
Go ahead.
I like the static. And
then we're gonna slowly.
1 minute, so that he knows it's like 5 seconds before the cut. All right. Chris is gonna tell you.
The last piece of advice, that my unsolicited advice for Kai Cenat, is that don't think that streaming is a lower form of art. Every content creator struggles with that, where we think that the medium that we're in is lesser than Hollywood, movies, TV, cartoons. Mr. Beast said something to me really profound back in 2017, 2018. I was saying that I wanted to start doing films. He's like, just make the films on YouTube. I'm like, no, I want to go to film school. He's like, why don't you just drop out of college? I'm like, well, I want to go to film school so I can get my degree so I can become a director. He's like, why don't you just direct and then put it on YouTube? I'm like, because it's not. And really, I realized from that conversation that the roadblock was the fact that it was YouTube and it didn't have the prestige that Hollywood has. But what's the difference? It's still a 1080p video on a screen. There's no difference besides YouTube. And the allure that they created around Hollywood movies and going to the theater and the red carpets, we think that it's a higher form of art just because of the whole dance and the whole charade, the whole Erica Kirk firework presentation around it, but it's not. You're still producing a video that people consume. And when he said that, it really clicked that this is not YouTube streaming. It's not worse than Hollywood and movies. It's just a different form. It's the new form. So Kai right now is thinking maybe he's tired of being a streamer getting boxed in. And I think during Mafiathon, seeing people say like L Reader in the chat, people making fun of the fact that, Cuffin makes that joke, kick Dez, he shouldn't leave the hood. And the way Rakai and them speak and saying like, Ray, he came over from Taiwan and now he speaks like somebody from the Bronx. I think that had an effect, and he sees it as a lower form of art, especially being around all these extreme celebrities, the people at the highest form. But a good example is Speed. Speed is turning. You look at the behind the scenes of Speed. He's turned streaming into a reality show, into television. Don't think that just because you're on Twitch or YouTube or any of these streaming sites that it's worse than Hollywood. Just take that high form of art and bring it here. Bring it onto social media. Whoever is able to do that, to bridge the gap between high art and social media, is out of here. Remember forever. That's the person who's going to change the game. Because Hollywood right now, they're panicking. Hollywood is panicking for the fact that they can't sell tickets anymore. That people are taking pictures of the movie. That people are there texting and calling and they can't keep their attention spans anymore. They hate that. Martin Scorsese says the theater's over. People don't go then. Why would you want to spend $30 on a movie when you can watch it home and go on your phone if it's boring? Now people will load up a video game and spend like an hour installing it, and by the time it starts up, type of one in the chat if this is you. You load up a game, you spend an hour installing it, you paid for it, and then it loads up, you're here, you're ready, you got the controller in your hand, and then you press pause, and then doom scroll for 2 hours, and then don't play the game. I've done that. Our attention spans are fried. Like we don't like even playing a game sounds like a chore. Watching a Netflix show, starting a new movie, it's a chore, and that used to be the distraction. So if somebody can combine the two, you win. You have given the market what they need.
Minute mark, so you have 5 seconds to know we're about to cue.
This is cool to see. He is talking to Jamie Foxx.
You love my energy. That's how I'm.
Do people care? Let's see some of this.
You love my energy. That's how I'm doing.
Hey, thank you for the $50. That helps, SNEAKO. My only goals in life are to earn money. Wait for SNEAKO to go live. Give him said money. But put your mom's credit card away, bro. I appreciate it, but man.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks a lot. I help, SNEAKO.
Listen to me.
W.
I ain't never did this to you, but I just saw something. I just wanted to let you know you're amazing. You're unique. You're different. And I want you to continue to have fun. You young. Don't take it too much. Take every single thing. Take it the same. But you different.
That's what I got to see with Ye. I don't talk about a lot of stuff. Ye's my friend. And, eventually, but, his legacy is important to protect and stuff. But I could say the one thing that the biggest takeaway I can talk about with him is people don't understand how hard he works. Because he's not like a guy who brags about it, really. He just does it and then he shows the results. People don't understand. People love the final product. What was cool about the Donda live stream was him doing push-ups in the stadium and seeing the process of it, but they don't understand how much time he's putting into fashion, into Jerome, into his architecture, into his music, into everything he does. It's a constant, and the reason he's gotten to that point is because he's taken time to study fashion architecture, learn how to sew, been that producer, selling beats in New York City, going around to people's apartments getting $50 for a beat. He's spent all that time doing it, right? And it's easier now to get to that point of fame without putting in the work because of the short form content, social media. You can become famous, you can get rich without putting in those reps and then make the transition over, right? Without grinding to the top. People blow up now just like this with the right connection. Ye, when his first album dropped, College Dropout dropped when he was my age. I think it came out right before he turned 27 years old. You guys call me Unk. That was when his first album was out. For years before that, he was that guy that Rockefeller didn't want to sign, that they said he was too much of a, he was too woke. He was just a producer. He wasn't the rapper. Watch Genius. There was this whole come up. Listen to The Last Call, the last song on The College Dropout. They weren't accepting him because he wasn't gangsta enough. He wasn't fitting the image. Now, if you just have the image, you could blow up and that's it. You could open up an OF and start gambling, spin slots, and just make bank. Back then, you needed to be let in. They were gatekeepers to the industry, and if you weren't accepted by them, you would never become famous. But now, everybody has the keys. The gatekeep is just the algorithm. Put in the work. Put in the work. This is why at the point that I'm in, academics will joke about my apartment. I got 2 cribs. I live in I don't need to brag about the finances, but I'm telling you where I'm at financially. I have homes. I have 5 houses. I'm financially set. And so I don't need to spend all this time grinding, editing like you can see on Patreon for hours on. I don't need to be doing that. It doesn't make immediate ROI sense. I do it because that's what's going to keep me valuable forever. That's why I'm irreplaceable. That's why it's what I love, man. I recommend people to do what you love. Don't do things for money. Don't do things for fame. Don't do it for acceptance. Don't do it to fit in. Do it because you love to do it. And if you don't know, think back to your 12-year-old self. What did you always want to do when you were 12? Before the world told you who you are, who you should be. What did you always dream of?
So that's why them little things gonna be touching you different. But you blessed, you necessary, and
you smart, you loyal.
I don't even think he's gonna answer this phone, but if he does, I just gotta let you know that I love you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
And wake up, and every time, listen, here's life. Life is managing the time you're awake. That's it. That's it. You wake up in the morning, you manage, have an event, you sleep. Then you back at it. That's all it is. So whatever that is, whatever that shit is doing, that you feel that little shit, fuck that shit, man.
Okay. And you know why I think he's going to succeed? I think he should still stream unsolicited advice, but I think Kai Cenat succeeds because he has an extremely crazy work ethic. I've seen it up front. Even we would stream, we would make videos all day long, and then even afterwards, the way he was able to entertain a room and brainstorm and think about new ideas, it's a crazy work ethic. People with work ethic will always beat somebody with talent, but without the drive. Not only does he have both, but I know that somebody like that, if you invest all your time into one thing, so many people are lazy and distracted and afraid of judgment and afraid of what the internet's going to say and about people calling them crazy, that they won't put in that time. Before they even get a chance to figure out if they're good at it or not, to put in enough hours to see if it's something they should pursue, they've already given up because somebody called it stupid. Once you get past that fear of doubt, that first level, and you get to figure out, what you're good at, what you're not, and you're able to work at it, you could surpass 99% of people.
Fun, smile.
Yeah, that's cool from Jamie Foxx, one of the most talented. We don't need to watch this whole video. Moving on to something this is funny from Halalko. Okay,
I love them white niggas.
Halalko, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Here's some brain rot for you. So Halalko's, he's Halalko, right? He's super Muslim. He doesn't clip women. Sometimes I'll DM Halalko. I'm like, why didn't you clip my reaction to Candace Owens? Like, brother, I do not clip women. I don't free mix. Okay.
I love them white niggas. Oh my God, Daddy, yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy, hold on.
Halalko. Okay, so it's haram to you're not going to show women in streams, so you spent the time to blur them out. You spent time to blur them out, and you refuse to clip Candace Owens. And you downloaded this clip and blurred the women in the background that are not doing anything, but you kept in the gay guy twerking his ass. How is this not more haram than the women? I'm not going to show it again. But he's there, he pulls his pants down and he's shaking his gay ass, and that's fine. But the women need to be blurred. Priorities, bro. Priorities, bro. You're going to blur Ethan Klein's knees while he's talking about his wife fighting for the IDF. But this, dude, there's fucking shit in his ass. Anyway, Mom, Donnie.
This is something I always knew, but right now.
Here's this repetition video.
Understanding it.
Shout out to Lawco. I'm trolling a little bit. It's just funny.
After reading my book on an advanced level and just seeing my progress, repetition is very important.
repetition is very important in doing whatever you want to do in life.
Okay.
You have to repeat it, even if it's not on a large scale, on a small scale. You have to repeat what you want.
Batsab, thank you for the 10. SNEAKO, your message reminds me of a hadith. Prophet said, actions are judged by intentions. Don't do it for money, fame, or clout. Do it for purpose. Exactly. Do it for innate purpose.
To be good at in life so that you end up being better. So you end up just getting there. A lot of times there were times where I often thought, okay, if I want to go to the gym, let me go to the gym for a full hour every single day. And honestly, it gets crazy, and you kind of feel it as if it's like, oh my God, the gym, an hour. Start to think, but
let's see what Aiden Ross said. I know they had some differences. What is his opinion?
I don't know what's going on through his head. I just feel like, again, the reading in the gym shot I really do fuck with, but I don't know. I just don't know how I feel totally about this. I think he's lost, and I do think he'll come back to streaming. Sorry, I know I was like circling. I think point is, the book.
I think he does know how he's feeling. You remember at the end of 2024 when my Rumble deal ended, I spent a month with Aiden in Toronto, and Aiden lost. There was a specific moment. He said he was going to quit gambling, and he stopped actually gambling on stream for a while. He wanted to invest all of his time into content, right? And I remember the moment was he won $1 million live. He won $1 million gambling. And literally 5 seconds later, he got depressed. I've never seen that in my life. And I was talking about it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's bad." He's like, "Yeah, my dopamine receptors are fried." How the fuck you win $1 million and get bored? How do you win $1 million and get depressed right after? It's because the high wore off. It's like doing a drug and then coming down from it. And so at that moment, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna quit gambling. I'm just gonna invest all my time." He realized, like, okay, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this for money. I want to follow. Something. He was in that same spot that Kai's in now.
The gym stuff, amazing. I love that.
But he's right. I think Kai's going to come back to streaming.
But I just think he'll come back to streaming.
I don't think he should.
For your, we'll say. Because, honestly, I think, again, bro, like, I sat there outside, and I have a crazy-ass fucking view. And I'm in this financial level where money does buy happiness. Guys.
Okay, he's talking about what I just said.
Money buys happiness. I don't understand.
Not true. It buys freedom. Money does not buy happiness. Money buys dopamine, but it doesn't buy purpose. It doesn't buy fulfillment. Money will buy temporary fixes, and it will get you out of a state to be able to be happy. It'll be able to buy you that freedom that you need. So many problems and anxieties and mental health and all this stuff is caused by the lack of money, because you're supposed to be kept as a financial slave, spending all your money on tax dollars that go to war. Once you get out of that, though, it doesn't automatically guarantee happiness. This is not true.
Why nobody, like, not nobody, because I feel like, once you're at that level, it's like, you should always feel that. But people, you know what it is, chat? In life, it does buy happiness.
No.
In life, literally in life, it's not fair, right? We all know life's not fair. I think money buys happiness because it buys freedom. And I think, again, we're streamers.
Chad, do you think money buys happiness or does it buy freedom? Tell me.
We're streamers. At the end of the day, we're fucking streamers, guys. We have a beautiful, this is the dream job. And we make millions with our friends, take jets, and travel across the world.
Did you see that? There's a video that went around on X. You're saying it's both. Make a good point. Where it said, only a slave quantifies purpose based off of productivity. This is the problem and the trap of saying, like, this is our job. No, it's not your job. You do this because you want to do it. You do this because you should do it because it's your purpose. You have to get past this job. This is how you're kept in financial slavery, thinking that it's not about the productivity. This is why Ye is not the person to talk about the hustle and the grind. He just does it because he's supposed to, because it's a God-given purpose that he has. Not because it's like, okay, got to clock in.
Tire your mom. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't agree. What about depressed people? Depressed people are hurt people, and that's due to trauma and things like that. But when you are a man specifically, your job is to provide for your family. And he signed himself up because Kai is a fucking leader. I just don't know how I feel totally about this. I think he's lost. And I do think he'll come back to streaming.
He's not lost.
It's an act. What? People say he's trying to act like Kanye. He's trying to be like Bruce.
Trying to be like Bruce.
Whether it's art, whether it's clothes, whether it's whatever.
You know what's funny too? Like I posted the video reacting to. I'll move on from the subject, but it's just very interesting to me. It relates. This is exactly like what I think my philosophy and everything was. Yesterday when I posted a video about Kai, all the comments are saying like, man, you guys they were dissing you guys, chat. I don't know if you're gonna take that, but the YouTube comments, and maybe you guys aren't giving me the best rep. Look at this, chat. SNEAKO's chat has 1 combined brain cell. Whole chat filled with kids that don't get any attention at home. Crazy to see the difference between SNEAKO's chat and his YouTube audience. One sign found SNEAKO from his Redfill clip farm era, while the others like me found him from his OG vlogs. I like SNEAKO because he's creative, meanwhile his chat thinks creativity is gay and dumb. No wonder they don't understand what Kai is doing. I hope Kai keeps going on this path. Creativity is everything. Everybody, bro's chat's on the other side. Everybody here gets it, and then the people that are, so many people in the chat right now, they are like, oh, this is stupid. This is like glaze. Like, what the fuck? This is fucking like fake deep. This is It's a bit, it's a combination of trolling, but there's truth in every joke. I don't know. Are you, Chad, you just going to take that?
Whatever it is. I feel like if I show people I can do this and I need to put my ideas and stuff out, and I'm...
All right, so here's my take on this entire Kai thing. Okay, my actual take. I've been at a place in my life too, but I will say a lot of it came from self-doubt and drugs. Because when I would take drugs, it makes you very weird and emotional and vulnerable.
Hell yeah,
I feel like what Kai's experiencing is like a different, like, I'm not saying he's losing passion for streaming. I just feel like he wants to move on to better things. What I will tell you guys though, like Kai posting himself reading and Kai posting himself doing the gym shit, that is not corny. Okay, that is actually really good.
That's self-improvement.
He had like 30 million plus views on Twitter alone, and I really feel like him reading a book and learning how to like read words and shit. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Name says facts be your commenters whenever in stream. No, my YouTube audience and my Kick audience are completely different. That's why I think cross streaming is cool, because there's really just a different audience on every single platform. Kick chat wants you to take drugs, like we just saw it. They want not everybody, but a lot of people on Kick literally just want you to do drugs and fuck a prostitute on stream. No, real talk. A lot of people on Kick are gonna be happy. The chat's gonna move fast, and the view count's gonna go up if you get high as fuck. And yeah, it's not a fucking cuff 'em diss. This just happened on stream. Literally, I was just here with Clav and Sush, and Clav's chat was saying I'm boring. SNEAKO, do drugs. Like L SNEAKO, get a hooker. That's unique to that platform. YouTube chat is different. 100%. I mean, look at the YouTube chat. People are like, look how inspired people are in the super chats right now.
If you notice, if you take a little bit of that time and break it into parts, you feel me? I know that reading was, something that I had to eventually fall in love with doing, but I didn't really like it. But I know if I took 15 minutes out of my day of 24 hours to read, eventually I would become a reader. You feel what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm sewing my long sleeve t-shirts over and over and over, and I'm only doing t-shirts, is because repetition will eventually help me get better at sewing in general. I know I want to understand sewing on a larger scale, but in order for me to get that, I can't just go a shirt, then pants, then hoodie, then goddamn whatever. Let me focus on the shirts and let me get that down packed. Then I move over to the pants. That's one thing I noticed. I get to the long sleeve. I don't care how long it takes me to master it. I will do a long sleeve 100 times before I move on to the next item, so that by the time I'm done with the long sleeve, it becomes one of my sixth senses. You feel me? So I know in order to become a better speaker, I have to read every single day. I know in order to become somebody more healthy, I have to work out every single day. I know in order to become somebody who can make clothes on a larger scale, I have to sew every single day. You have to repeat these things. And of course, obviously, it will get to a point where it's boring because it's something that you're not used to. And it's not a part of your habit system. But as soon as you make it a part of your habit system, the more you're repeating, you're eventually going to get it down packed. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just the obvious thing.
And you can see the effect right now, like in the chat. I could see it from people on Kick. They're saying he's fake deep, fake artist, cringe. His girlfriend is this. This is why, like, you literally can see the problem right now. So many people will never think outside the box. So many people are never going to reach their potential or see what they're capable of because of the fear of doubt, because of because of judgment from others, because of criticism. Oh, that's cringe, that's gay, that's stupid, that's this. All these labels, and this is what keeps this is what keeps the goyim goy. This is what keeps people subhuman. Honestly, the goyim, we do a better job of keeping. So many people that be like, oh, they'll blame, oh, this is Netanyahu, Mossad, this is CIA. They'll blame everything on them. But really, you could see here, the goyim do the best job of keeping us down here. The goy will do more control than any of these intelligence agencies and any of this propaganda. All right, let's go through the Discord clips, and I want to react. There's a good video I want to react to. Breaking. Ice agent who shot Renee suffered internal bleeding. Oh, wow. So the ICE agent who shot Renee, I think he got internal bleeding from the car accident. Wow. Sounds like self-defense. Easy over everything. Preacher man. Time for another download. Oh, we're going to get another download episode from Justin LeBoy. I recently met him for the first time. Nice guy. We didn't talk too much, but yeah, I like the download. I'm excited for this episode. Remember the last one? Was that the Like That remix? Welcome to the download. We got Yay. We got Like That. Right after the #1 on Carnival.
Why are you talking shit about our women's basketball team?
You don't know how to play basketball. That's your argument.
Thanks for the 10 Hitman. Respect, SNEAKO. Much love from Cincinnati. Shout out to Ohio.
Interesting week, huh, boys? Why being so quiet? Why being so loud? Look, it's been very chaotic. Let's all just put our guns down. Nice and easy. There you go. There you go. We're gonna get involved, quite frankly.
Never in my whole life did I
I'm supposed to do a stream with this guy, James
think
Fishback.
that I would wake up and see a Florida politician trying to start beef with me for clout. So he's proposing a sin tax on bops where we would have to pay 50% to the state on.
I kind of like that they call themselves bops. It's like black people taking the word nigga and using it for themselves. It's like, yes, us whores are now gonna have to pay tax.
On top of the 37 I already paid to the government. And I would be more than happy to pay that if multi-billion-dollar corporations were also being properly taxed. But surprise, they're not. I never usually get into politics, but there are clearly better ways to raise funds from actual corrupt businesses in our country. I think that people also fail to realize.
Tell me about politics. tell me how to save the economy.
There are so many creators on this platform that do this job because they're struggling. So to tax them like that when
no, they're taxing the ones that make millions of dollars. Like it's not the ones that are making nothing. It's the ones that make more money than LeBron James.
They're literally doing it just to support their families is sad. I would much rather continue donating directly to people in need because we all really know where our tax dollars go.
It's because she wants a tax write-off instead of.
Okay. We know nobody watches it. You need the ratings.
Saudi Arabians aren't funding enough, your little jihad.
Hey, first of all, let me explain something, all right? Okay, this is bullshit.
Okay, hold on. We're against Saudi Arabia, you dumbass! We talk about that all the time. Oh, really? We talk about that all the
Damn. Aaron, thanks for the 5. To people call it cringe, bees don't explain to flies why honey is better than shit. Yeah, I mean, let people think that way, bro. People like the goy slop. Makes people comfortable. First look at Kai Cenat's new clothing brand. All right, that's fake.
Oh shit, bitch, you fat ass motherfucker. Don't look at me like that.
Yo, what is it with Twitch streamers and abusing dogs? Can you guys not? Bro, Nina, they're already going to say that you eat dog and that's what's in your bowl right here. You're like, I get that all the time. You're going to help it out? You got these giant chopsticks right here. People are gonna think you're gonna go cook this
You're
up.
the one that chose to sit behind me. Can't trust your dog either, but you can't trust none of these shits. I'm telling you, they know shit, but they don't want to act like they know shit.
Yo, she got unbanned after shoplifting. It's crazy that I'm still banned and I'm still under review. She got unbanned after sexual assault and shoplifting on stream. Now that she's back, you still are on Twitch and you're gonna go and abuse a dog after the shock scandal. Just be grateful for what you have. Can you just not abuse an animal for five? Like, you already beat the charges. You're lucky to be here. Holy
I act dumb all the fucking time. What? What? That's what I thought so. Shit.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
That fucking dog. I fucking hate that dog. That's what I thought. She's squaring up with the dog?
Hassan? Who's that girl out there with Hassan? Bitch, what? Bitch, what?
Ugh.
What's on his neck? Nothing. You better calm down, Miss Ma'am.
Ugh.
Hassan?
There's no way. Look, okay, she's such a performative black person. Did she take the battery out of her smoke alarm? There's no way. Look, you are doing such. Okay. One, I'm Asian and black. This clip is going to make people, one, think that you eat dog. Two, they're going to think black people don't know how to change the battery in their smoke alarm. You're damaging two races at once. There's no way I think that this is performative. I think she took the battery out just to be accepted.
Do he look like he has a neck collar? Do he look like he has anything on him? Don't start with me, bitch. Don't start with me.
Chip!
Girl, I already gave him mad food today. You got me fucked up. I was so generous, I gave him half my breakfast today. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Yo, bro, I fucking hate that dog. I'm not Hassan. I'm not gonna shock it. I might abuse it. I'm gonna teach the dog. I just taught my dog a new trick. I'm gonna teach you how to shoplift at Target. Yo, bro. Fido, go steal my TRT from Target. Stupid. Kai's being accused of selling his soul after launching a brand. Nah, come on, dude. This is not true. Article 51 of the UN Charter pertaining to legitimate defense would conclude that Iran's retaliation to Israel attacking their embassy in Damascus on April 1st, which is considered sovereign territory of Iran, is perfectly legal under international law. Okay, this is so funny from Tate. So on 24, he's tweeting about international law. And then when Trump kidnaps Maduro, international law, what's law? Why are you complaining about law? You have something, we're gonna take it. Us Americans in Romania, we don't care about international law. But right here, with Iran and Israel, no, my TTS is not on.
I mean, you're quite literally chopped. Your Godzilla's recessed, and you need a nose job, and you don't do enough meth. You have repressed ear lines and shit.
That's not what he sounds like. Terrible impression.
House over. We can help you with your house over there. No, I want that. I want to look at it. No, I'm looking at it. It's my house.
There's no way. He was in the background of a lot of videos. Kirk was also at the TMZ crash out after slavery was a choice. Kirk was like in the back filming it with his iPhone. Oh, there he is filming again. Kirk, man, rest in peace, Kirk. Rest in peace, Kirk. Speaking of Kirk, it's making more sense every day. The theory that he was taken out every day, not just Erica Kirk and her ties to intelligence, but look at this here. Because right now the whole right wing is trying to push regime change. Look what Kirk tweeted in June of last year, shortly before he was assassinated. Charlie Kirk said, "Keep the pressure up. Regime change in Iran would be a catastrophe." He was very anti-war in Iran. Charlie Kirk said the war in Iran was Israel's war and we should not get involved. This was June of last year, shortly after he was assassinated. And now, look what the Zionist GOP, look what they're pushing. They're saying we need war with Iran, we need war with Iran. They talk about Kirk's legacy all the time. They have firework displays. They have funerals where people are twerking with Nicki Minaj. But they don't talk about the fact that he said October 7th was an inside job and that Iran regime change would be a disaster. Honorary Wang half to Charlie Kirk. You can understand why maybe they thought they needed to silence him. R.P. Kirk.
Doechii did gentrify white people music. You didn't have to cut me off. That's a classic white song. They can't put the argument like they do for rock and roll, where they say Led Zeppelin would have never existed without Led Zeppelin and Elvis Presley without strumming the banjo back in 1930.
I said Jigaboo Johnson. He
If we're gonna say that white people can't gentrify this, white people can't take this, they're culture vultures, then Doechii is a culture vulture of white people. That's her most famous song.
I'm not even sure where to start with this insanity. Let's just start broadly and say what SNEAKO has put out here is...
Okay, so he gave Twisted Fantasy a 6. Is he going to give Anxiety by Doechii a 10 out of 10? Dude, are you going to LARP with the culture that much and say you like her music? Internet's busiest music, rattling hi-hats, Doechii? What is he going to say? Let me predict it. He's going to say, oh, she was sampling. It's sampling. No, don't pull the sampling angle, Antoine Fantoine. Okay? I love Death Grips too. I know real music and I know you do too. Doechii stole that song. She took it. That's not sampling it. That song is a complete copy-paste and butchered it and made it terrible. Gaudier that's some white hipster Brooklyn Bushwick 2012 music. Doechii came along, stole it, gentrified it, redlined it. She put it in braids and made it black and made it terrible. Not made it black, but she just stole white music as a black person. And the point is, let's be consistent. If they're going to say, oh, Elvis stole black people's dances, then Doechii stole white people music. Be honest.
Racist. I mean, for sure.
You're going to call me racist. Dude, do you know I'm black?
Here is racist. I mean, for sure, there are worthwhile discussions to be had around both sides of the gentrification and the cultural...
I'm racist. Okay, according to Anthony Fantano, I'm racist.
Discussion. Primarily what people are upset about when these discussions come up is that they don't like seeing black art forms get popular without black involvement. Seeing ideas and sounds and styles taken without giving credit to the artists and people who it originated from. And to act like there's no validity to that argument or that discussion simply because Doechii decided to use an instrumental and a melody from a white song.
Called it. No. Nope. Nope. She stole that song. She went into Target and she scanned it as bananas. Come on, stop. Man, that is the worst sampling, the biggest example of a copy-paste song I've ever seen in my life.
In one of her tracks. And obviously he
stole that shit. Doechii went, she said, you don't know what to do with that, Gaudier. Give me that. You don't know what to do with that. Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. That's what I do. Yo, Vlad, I talk facts. I'm Doechii. I'm the culture. Yo, Gaudier, you don't know what to do with that. Give me that shit. You know when you see a white boy with a song and they got a fatty, you don't know, yo, give me that shit. You know what to do with that. Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga.
He's just using this as a means to go at Doechii, and I don't know what it is about these streamers right now that they just want to like come for her neck and just be absolutely stupid and absolutely disrespectful for no reason.
Okay, stupid and disrespectful. Okay, I guess you like Doechii. I guess you listen to her music, bro. It's like, okay, look, this is what he's doing because he's in a position where he needs to defend the culture and like be an elitist music enjoyer. And Doechii is an example of that, bro. Like, just take the race aside. Her music sucks, bro. Her music sucks. Her whole concerts in 2024 were just playing Kendrick Lamar songs. She doesn't have one song that you play. Anxiety's terrible front to back. How do you steal a song and make it terrible? Anxiety. JC Visuals, thank you for the 10. One of my goals this year is to film a short film for you. I'm a filmmaker based in New Jersey. That's dope, man. Let's do it. Make it happen.
Allah, I ask you right now, if you're not going to guide him and he's going to create more problems, Allah, destroy him.
Dawa, man.
I don't hate Jews.
Oh my God. We saw that yesterday.
The definition of success is making sure the Taliban's out of existence.
Get back! Get back, Bush! right? That was Gaudier's only hit. That was his whole career in Dochi Style.
I mean, where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark.
Yo, look how happy he is. He just found a fucking gold mine. He knows that he does not have to work a day in his life again. He is.
I got my niggas cross the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead. Thought my raps weren't facts, so they sat with the bars. I got 2 phones, one need a charge.
Yeah, this is your sign to stop watching porn, bro. This is your sign to stop watching porn. All porn is gay. And if you didn't believe that before, now you know. So much of porn is just going to be Indians pretending to be women. You're jerking it off. You're nutting. You're giving away your life force to a dude in India. Making 50 cents a day off of your nut.
I got 2 phones, one need a charge. Yeah, they twins, I can tell they ass apart. I got big packs coming on the way.
Like, when you're typing to an OnlyFans girl back and forth, it's some dude behind the keyboard. Going back and forth like this, yes. Give me your life force, give me your pee-pee. I'll show you my bubs and vagine. No, I'm not AI, I'm a real right woman. No, redeem your semen, redeem your semen. Yes, sir, look at my bubs and vagine, I'm pretty white girl. Yes, keep jerking it, jerk it, very good.
I got big stacks coming out of save. Got Lil Max with me, either way. It's a big gap between us and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ay.
Shame on you.
Listen. Have y'all not learned from the past couple of days? Have you not learned?
Learned what? What's our lesson here? What do you want us to learn?
Following federal agents.
Oh, man. How you crashing out like that, bro? How you I know, but like, just think of this. Think of this. This looks so real, too. So many female streamers are cooked. It's over. It's over. You don't have a personality. You're saying NPC talking points. And it is the problem with following the cancel culture and listening to what the script. Because if you follow the script that you're supposed to read, like most streamers do, some guy in India, he's just finished delivering tiki masalas and now he's going to take your job.
I got big packs coming on the way.
It looks perfect. Cover him up. Cover him up. You hear the voice?
Got Lil Max with me, either way. It's a big.
Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that smile, bro.
Yeah, between us.
So happy. Oh my God.
So it's a new.
No, it's okay. Schizo shit. Yeah.
The Chinese people will never allow any foreign forces to bully, oppress or enslave us. Anyone who dares to try to do that will have their heads bashed blooded against the Great Wall of Steel, forged by over 1.4 billion.
Chat, you think they're going to accept me?
Chinese people.
What about to switch sides and join the CCP? Okay, America first, of course.
Wow, look at this guy. How you doing? Wow.
With you.
Wow, he's strong. He's so strong.
Straight out of Central Kingston, this guy, right?
Wow.
Now, are you from North Korea?
I'm not from North Korea. I'm from China. It's even better.
China.
It's even better.
And I have great respect for the Chinese people.
Look at this guy. He's so smart.
Look at here, right?
He's so sneaky. He wants me to face this way. The sun is in my eyes. My eyes is already small.
But we negotiate.
Right?
We negotiate. And we settled on looking this way. And I have to tell you.
But I'm bigger. I'm bigger.
A little bigger in certain places not
I
so
like
much.
your wig.
Well, it's not wig. That's fake news. This is
It's
totally
made in China.
Real hair.
It's made in China. You know, in China we make wigs. Make like real hair.
Great manufacturing over there. But I can tell you that it's so good.
Why does Trump lean forward? Why is his stance? Most people have like fucked up gamer posture where you lean forward. He's not leaning forward. It's like his legs are here and his body's over here. I've never seen a stance like that.
So good to me. It's so good. So good. Unbelievable. Look at that.
Hey, here's the thing. We have something for you. Something for you. Something for you.
I'm excited. Let's take a look. Let's see. What do you get?
This is from China.
Okay.
Okay.
China.
This is the silk.
All right.
Made in China.
Ooh.
It is from our.
Nobody knows silk.
From my town.
I know silk.
Believe me.
Just the best. Wow, fan.
Okay, next one.
I don't care about a woman's past, body counts,
Oh my
whole
God.
phases. This all does not matter.
Okay, if you're taking it seriously, yes. If she's just a little, a little fun time.
What matters is
different story.
who they are today. Is what I would say if I was a bitch.
Okay, he's trolling.
Fuck no. Bitch, you had a whole phase? Kick rocks.
I mean, Pokemon's saying that you should have a whole phase. Pokemon's saying that. I mean, me personally, you guys know I'm looking for a 36-year-old girl. I'm looking for a 36-year-old woman who's already been through it all. Wait, let's see. Oh, fuck, what did she say? Was it Pokemon or Valkyrie? Hold on, let me show you these. Yes, I'm gonna watch the J. Cole song right after. I forgot. I want an expired woman. I want an expired. Let's see. I'm trying to go, dude. I go on Twitter, search Valkyrie, and I just get like, look, bro. What are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing? Jesus Christ, bro. Where's the? Here it is.
And I'm not really a basketball person, but it is.
No. It's that guy Volo. Shout out to Volo. He's always posting these people. I don't care who you fuck, you a virgin to me.
Not married. Here's why I'm not married yet. My parents keep asking, so I'm just gonna send them this video. 1, dating while being a public figure.
Okay, probably advice for women: don't just send your parents TikToks about your marriage. Probably just communicate with them like a real human being, like the person that they raised. Please.
Figure has its difficulties. If I go on a dating app, I'm either bombarded with people asking if it's really me, or I get banned because they think I'm catfishing myself. Meeting up with a stranger is risky enough, but
Yeah, so I can't. Dating apps right now is just over. Every single one to get banned.
even more so after instances where a guy will pretend they don't know who I am, and then I find out they knew all along. I also think that as a career-oriented woman, I don't want to settle for someone who's insecure about what I do or wants to control me. I'd never want to be that way towards my partner. 2, I went through a rather traumatizing experience that.
That's what I want. See, chat, I speak for all of us when I say we want traumatized women. I want a 36-year-old post-hoe phase, settling down, traumatized baggage woman. Because then it's like she has experiences. She has stories to tell. She's seasoned. She's ready.
Made it hard for me to feel safe and trust others. Once you see the emotional, psychological, and even physical impact that someone can have on you, it makes you cautious about.
Yeah, and look, obviously all types of content creation is narcissistic, even me loading up the stream, but like saying all this with the makeup tutorial and posting and saying, this is what I'm gonna send my parents while you're just all involved in the self, it's just a different level of self-involvement. And I don't know, how is a man going to get to the point? Because you're going to have to meet him and know him. He's going to have to find a way to love you. How is he ever going to love you more than you love yourself, Pokey? You are in love with yourself. Like the ring thing, proposing to yourself, that's probably a promotion, but this is just like a different level of self-involvement. I've never seen a woman love herself this much. And it's dangerous. They do say love yourself, self-care. I think it can get to a dangerous level.
Emotional, psychological, and even physical impact that someone can have on you makes you cautious about entering into anything new. I guess you could say I'm on a romantic cool down of sorts. And lastly, I simply didn't feel as ever the right time or opportunity to get married in my early to mid-20s. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Between a pandemic, the economy being in the toilet, and there just being bigger things to worry about, it's...
This is just like the economy. You didn't get married because of the economy?
Bigger things to worry about. It's kind of nice to see that people aren't rushing into marriage like they used to. I also try to think of it this way. What if it's the last time I'll ever be single? I might as well enjoy it, right? But I am a hopeless romantic at the...
Okay, but last time I'm going to be single, she's saying it, hoe phase over marriage. But she bad though, dude. I mean, look, you keep gassing her up. Look, these people in the chat saying $5, but she bad though. This is why she's making this TikTok and has that self-esteem. This is why so many women prioritize social media and careers and whatever nonsense she's saying here instead of getting married, because people that never meet her are gassing her up and giving her that love that she would get in a relationship. She's supplementing it from online validation.
But I am a hopeless romantic at the end of the day, and I truly believe everyone has their perfect match somewhere out there. I hope you already have or will find yours too.
Yeah, the whole face shit. Where's Valky? Can't find it. Don't care that much. Okay, let's go see. I want to go listen to that new. Let's see the new J. Cole. J. Cole just dropped. J. Cole just dropped. The Fall Off. Wait, do I have to read this? For the past 10 years, this album has been handcrafted with one intention, a personal challenge to myself to create my best work, to do it on my last, what I was unable to do on my first. I had no way of knowing how much time, focus, and energy it would eventually take to achieve this. But despite the countless challenges along the way, I knew in my heart I would one day get to the finish line. I owed it to myself first and foremost. And secondly, I owe it to hip-hop, the Fall Off J. Cole. Let's see. Is he retiring? Is he done? Is he pulling a Kai Cenat and quitting?
Yeah.
Remember that Ye meme posted? Ye posted during the Kendrick Drake beef. He's like, I listen to J. Cole, and then she's immediately not giving head. I don't listen to J. Cole, and she's like, God damn, that was a big ass crew. You really needed this many people? Really, bro? Holy shit!
Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you?
You overpaid for this crew.
Who the fuck is you? Out the way, it's a real nigga coming.
You had a whole country like.
Dude.
Okay. Okay. Looking forward to this album. J. Cole, man, don't sleep on him. Thank you for the 10. It's not about a seasoned girl, bro. Trust me, I had one. It's about finding someone who actually gets you, someone who knows your vibe but can still surprise you in ways you didn't expect. Yeah, thank you, Positive. I was trolling. I obviously don't want a 36-year-old expired woman. It was a joke, but thank you for your woman advice and your $10. Thanks for the 5. SNEAKO vlog type song. Okay. Okay. Let's watch, want to see this video. The brutal humiliation of a mid. You guys never said, what did Adam22 say, by the way? Did you guys ever send that to me? Yes or no? Kai stream. There's no way he's streaming right now. Cap. Yeah, no, nobody sent it. What did he say, though? What happened to Akash Singh?
This stand-up comedian is being humiliated in front of the entire world and does not know how to make it stop. Akash Singh is mostly known as being the sidekick to Andrew Schultz on the Flagrant podcast. His wife Jasleen recently started creating content that many feel is shocking or distasteful coming from a married woman.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate.
This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money.
And if you think those clips are bad, trust me, it gets so much worse. Like when she expressed how badly she wanted to...
This is what I want. I want to give all my money to a woman after she's popped her pussy in college, after post-hoe phase, 38 years old. In the super chats, look at you. You're saying here it's not about a seasoned girl. It's about just one who finds you and gets you. No. Seasoned, post-hoe phase, girl boss. That's me.
Sleep with her co-host's husband.
Would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husband? Rhea, I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. Maybe. I just know that Nav's is like at least 10 inches. You would only be down for an orgy if it's thick.
Jasleen regularly romanticizes sleeping with other men, films her arguments with Akash to post on TikTok, brags about being a gold digger, and actively refuses to kiss her husband in public, not even during his proposal. This is the type of relationship that 99% of you watching pray you will never find yourself in. But anyone who criticizes Jasleen and the potential harmful influence she may have on...
They did a podcast afterwards, and they brought her on and they clarified everything. They said that, no, actually, she is a virgin. When she said that she was popping her pussy in college, she meant cuddling with, like, she was dating a couple guys and she was just cuddling and making out with them. And when she found the guy on Tinder who stuck a finger in her ass while she was sleeping, she was joking. So, sounds like he beat it. Sounds like he beat the allegations. I'm wondering where he goes
couples.
from here.
She calls them incel red pillars. Then again, it's somewhat understandable considering sometimes the right message can come from the wrong messenger, because Akash was actually warned by the Fresh and Fit podcast that he was going to find himself in this exact type of situation.
Let me guess. Was it they said Fresh and Fit podcast? Was it Myron who warned him? Or who did the warning?
In the early 2020s, there was a digital uprising of self-proclaimed alpha males who claimed their traditional views of masculinity were directly conflicting.
Yeah, those red pill incels. Like, what was that about? It was such a weird era.
With mainstream liberal ideologies. Guys like Myron Gaines and Walter Weeks of the Fresh and Fit podcast got viral attention talking about traditional gender roles, relationship dynamics, and what being a real man is. And even though Akash and Andrew host a comedy podcast, they often dabble in more serious, broader social commentary, which led to them inviting on the Fresh and Fit guys to discuss some of their views on masculinity and relationships, many of which Akash disagreed with. He was particularly bothered by this phrase or relationship philosophy that Fresh and Fit used that said, pimp or be pimped.
One person in the relationship, whoever...
Oh wow, looks like I guess they're right. Look who's talking.
cares less has the leverage, and we want the guy to always care less. We want
wild.
the man to always have the leverage.
Childish as
and you guys might not like hearing that.
Childish.
But we truly feel.
I'm not. These aren't new beliefs, bro. You're not telling me some none of us have ever heard. We all heard this from fraternity guys in college. I'm saying.
Well, she was, damn. I like Akash, bro, but she did say she was popping her pussy for frat guys in college.
There's room in and I don't have a problem with a lot of the stuff you say. I just think there is room for growth, and you guys' refusal to acknowledge it almost kind of proves it to me, confirms it to me that you guys are not willing to grow right now, and that's fine. That's some ego shit.
Throughout the pod, Andrew seemed to have no problem having a serious, calm conversation about someone else's worldview despite not fully agreeing with it. But Akash was clearly much more upset with what they were saying. Most of the podcast, it didn't feel like he was listening, but rather just waiting for his turn to speak and assert his own personal philosophy on dating. However, Fresh and Fit were mostly known to say outlandish and straight up disrespectful things about women on a regular basis. So most people naturally sided with Akash's view of equity and equality in relationships, as well as understood his general frustration towards these guys. What we would later discover is that the reality of Akash's own personal relationship reflected the exact situation that Fresh and Fit were trying to warn him about.
Whoa, where's my camera? Hold on. Chad, where'd I go? No!
But before we dive deeper, I want to talk about one of the most disturbing industries in America, data brokers. They provide reports like this that have information.
Oh my god. Okay, well yeah, data, blah blah blah. Let's go.
The episode ending relatively cordially, members of the Flagrant and Fresh and Fit podcast would trade shots at each other over the next few years. But tensions reached a boiling point when Myron of the Fresh and Fit podcast called out Akash and his wife Jasleen. He tweeted, "Akash Singh tried to lecture me about women years ago. Here's his wife making a mockery of him and herself on a podcast." And linked below was a full episode of the Main Character podcast hosted by Jasleen Singh and her friend Nahal Mawani. The women described their podcast as unfiltered girl talk and sells itself as being for the ones who live life like the plot revolves around them, because it does. This description on the surface is relatively harmless, but once you take a closer look at the podcast itself, you see that this description is extremely accurate. Two women who think they're the main characters of the world talking about themselves with absolutely no filter. One comment that stood out in this episode was where Jasleen discusses her and her husband's finances.
Man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a red flag. And I will say it again, because I know there's going to be already like incel troll mother. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, it went up $100 from last week.
But that's my money.
Oh my god.
Okay. So just so
why are you yelling at me? Why? What do you say fuck me for? What did I do?
Clear. No, that's actually a red flag, because I know so many girls in my life personally that have been with guys that weren't transparent about money, and they ended up being terrible in other aspects, and like people ended up breaking up in divorces, etc., etc. So that is actually my number one. They must be generous with their finances from day.
Chat, why do they keep calling me a brown communist, like invader Haitian? Dude, look how white I look. Oh my God. I can't even see my face. I blend into the wall.
For context, Jasleen is not a celebrity by any means. She does not have a job of her own and has only been able to build her internet following thanks to her husband supplementing her lifestyle. And this is not a dig at her at all. She talks about this a lot in her content, and some even think she brags about it.
Okay, hi, my name is Jasleen, and these are things that I do as a stay-at-home wife.
Tell me.
Or sorry, I don't do. I don't cook. I don't clean.
Yes, queen.
And I don't do my husband's laundry. I feel that I don't have to do things to justify
Facts.
or prove my worth that I'm allowed to do this.
Now, some may interpret this as just jokes, but she also frequently posts day in my life videos where she romanticizes her routine of doing essentially nothing all day long.
I actually do this. I just do this. Like, I sit here.
Why don't they just have some kids? She's just sitting home all day doing nothing, filming TikToks with her cleavage. Why don't they just pop a couple Indian babies out? Just a little couple of, yes, just a couple running around the crib, keeping her company. I don't get it. Like, what's the point of her life right now? Besides ruining her husband's reputation forever. She's just here to leech off of him, take his money, ruin his reputation, and not cook. She doesn't do anything but ruin his life. What's the point of this marriage?
This.
Now, if this is the agreement this couple has in their relationship, then that's fine. It is what it is. Being a stay-at-home wife or mother is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of, but it's the aggressive tone and entitlement she gives off that has earned her the label of a gold digger, something that she subtly implies to be.
Now, like, people are like, oh, that's gold digging, or that's something. No, it's not.
Okay, then I'm digging.
Yeah.
If that wasn't bad enough, Jasleen frequently discusses other men that she would like to cheat on her husband with.
I never watched that show, but like, he's on my hall pass list.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler.
Now, some people see the whole celebrity crush thing as unserious because the celebrity feels so distant,
Not anymore, though. Like, be careful. When a girl talks about a celebrity crush, she can meet him. She could talk to him. Instagram, you have access to the entire world now. You know, I've messed around. Like, I've had girls on stream before, and you go, oh my God, she's a whore. She's this. It's like, first off, I'm not taking her seriously if she's on stream. Keep that. And two, and they say stuff like that, like, yeah, my celebrity crush is Drake. I like Central C. I like blah, 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 Travis. Blah. It's always a black rapper, an NBA player. Or they say, like, Jacob Elordi, this stuff. If she says that, bro, it's automatic. It's not this cute, funny thing. It's not this cute because you're like, oh, well, never going to meet her. And then have you seen those pictures where, like, Chris Brown will do a fan meet and greet? It costs, like, $2,000. Like, they can speak to them. You're in Miami right now. These people, you see them all the time when you go outside. They're everywhere. It's not this cute little thing anymore.
Reachable, that it's basically the same thing as fantasizing about a fictional character. Like, it's not really cheap.
Brother SNEAKO, we losing IQ watching this. Oh, well, try to find the nuance in it.
Because in their minds, the situation is so unrealistic that it becomes harmless. Others see this as straight up openly admitting they'd hook up with someone else that wasn't their husband because celebrities are just people too, after all.
Him in that movie, like, did kind of, like, rewire my sexual...
But is that your type, Ranbir Kapoor?
Not anymore, but, like, he was so hot and tall, and he's like Mera Naam Bunny, like Bugs Bunny, and I was like, okay.
But Jasleen didn't just openly fantasize about sleeping with other famous men, she quite literally admitted to wanting to sleep with her co-host husband, Nav.
Would y'all ever have an
just joking.
together with your husband?
Rhea,
She tried.
I'm actively trying to have an... Because this couple is so good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you see him. His body goes crazy.
Oh my God, her voice and everything too. It's like you can hear the TikTok algorithm in her voice. She's too old to be doing this. I mean, I don't know her. I'm not judging her, but like this whole thing is such high school or like college girl mentality. For her to be doing this in a marriage and having these conversations, like not only should she not be having this privately, but publicly on a podcast when her husband's life is podcasting. It's so sad to see. And I'm wondering what has it been like since then? And I know they did that podcast after where they cleared the air and he beat all the allegations. Have they just carried on like nothing happened? Is it all back to normal? A very flagrant Christmas. What are the comments? At least I'm not Jasleen. Everyone merrily riding Jasleen the sleigh. Akash thinks everyone forgot about his situation. The comment section never forgot. Akash fighting for his life every day. Oh my God. I wonder what Akash's wife got Nav for Christmas. Akash's eyes always look dead in the thumbnails. Dude. Man, I kind of feel bad. Oh, they just posted again. This is the Akash show now. Who else immediately paused the video and went straight to the comments for Akash? Akash appears to have gained a significant amount of weight over the holidays. Kakash, you're never living this down. Akash's fake laugh was also taken by his wife. God damn, man!
Flagrant.
Indians only use their feet. They use their armpits too.
That's wild. You want to know the wilder one?
Really wearing the Maduro Nike Tech. Oh man, brother, the Sneak. Why is your camera fried? Because the battery died. I need to get a dummy battery.
His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us four? Okay, maybe.
I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
You would only be down for an orgy if we
or
did
it's
it?
thick. It's thick.
The original question was a joke about all 4 of them sleeping together. However, Jasleen only talks about Nav and never mentions her own husband, even excluding him from the hypothetical and talking about a 3-person situation. Nahal clearly attempts to steer the conversation back to the dynamic being 4 people to respect Akash, while Jasleen continues to fantasize about Nav. Once again, you could argue that Jasleen is just joking. But when you joke about something over and over again, especially in a short period of time, you start to wonder if there's a little bit of truth to that. Even while talking about her husband in a positive light, Jasleen can't help but imply that Nav is a better husband than her own. To make matters worse, only minutes later in the podcast, they bring their husbands on, where Akash is forced to sit next to the man his wife was just fantasizing about having sex with, and she once again brings up having a threesome with Nahal and Nav while Akash is sitting right there.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who hustles.
I'm not gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
Even at the end of the episode, Jasleen once again, completely unprovoked, states that she wants to sleep with Nav.
Being on the main character pod, we love you, we hate you,
I guess
we respect you.
we love you, but I actually love you. And
I feel bad. I mean, this is exactly what Will Smith looked like. You remember when
main character pod.
When Will Smith's wife did that podcast, she was talking about Tupac the whole time, and her, what was it called again? Her experiment. I can't remember the name, but it's the same. This is literally identical. I know he looks sad, bro. I feel bad for him. I feel bad. Will Smith, it was Entanglement. Will Smith Entanglement. This is literally the same face. And he's kind of caught in a pickle right now, right? What do you do if you're Akash? Do you divorce her and admit that Myron was right? Or do you stay in this marriage? And bro, this is incredible. Bro, that's not even funny. It's so similar, it's not even funny.
In one of
I feel
all of
You would be hard-pressed to make a compelling argument that Jasleen is only joking when she brought up this topic multiple times. And when we get to hear from Akash directly about his perspective of their relationship, you almost get this sense of relief from him that he finally can express how he really feels about Jasleen's behavior.
When she's running 2 hours late to a dinner reservation that I worked really hard to get, and then I'm like, baby, we're running late, and she's like, are you kidding me? Do you know? I don't give a if we're late to this dinner. They're lucky to have us. And I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing. #1 restaurant in the New York Times. You know how hard a reservation is?
She's like, call them right now. Call them right now. This is not a fun session.
I'm not even joking. This is how main character I am. I was like,
main character I am. Another TikTok word. She's probably talking about, she says all the buzzwords. Toxic masculinity. She's the main character. She does the TikTok fingers. Man, when you get married, bro, you gotta put privacy settings on your wife's phone, like children. You gotta put child privacy settings on. You get TikTok, it's just it's a pathway to get brainwashed.
Emma will be lucky that I would grace them with my presence tonight.
Jasleen seems to think that being the main character.
How is she, like Akash? Like, okay, look, but how is she the main character in any aspect at all? How did you let her get that self-esteem? You're the one with the pod. Why is she on a podcast? So what has she ever done in her life to think that? We got to stop gassing these women up, man. It's like the same thing, that girl who started an OnlyFans course. Her family kept saying, I'm so proud of her achievements and her accomplishments. What did she do? She popped her pussy and made money? She didn't do anything. This girl didn't even go open up and what? She just exists. She just made TikToks. She's the main character because what? Because she married a rich guy? What did she do?
Means being as entitled and rude.
He said that's why Sharia law is based. Well, people get mad at me about the Sharia law thing, but it won't happen. It won't happen. This won't exist. I don't know. Would you prefer? I like Western values personally. I like living in Western America, democracy. I like the freedom aspect. But would you prefer Sharia law or this marriage? Sharia law or this marriage?
As possible, with no regard for anyone else's personal feelings. Stories like these demonstrate that Gisleen's selfish demeanor isn't just played up for laughs on a podcast, but exists within her real life as well. Akash comes off visibly frustrated when talking about his wife's toxic behavior, turning it into a therapy session for him where he can finally let out his pent-up rage.
When I say I'm tired, she can't just let me be tired.
Even like they talk about mogging and everything. Okay, first off, but like, look at the body language difference. You got a recessed maxilla. His legs are crossed. Chad, he's there. He's man-spreading. His balls can breathe. He's right there. His wife's fantasizing about him. Akash, he's cucked. He's in a marriage he hates. Legs crossed. Super beta. Wearing a sweater with holes in it. Clearly, you can see which one's Chad. Who's in charge here. Complete mog from Nav. Even though he's still brown, he's a G. But regardless, Akash, fix your life. You're subhuman. End it now.
Tired. I travel. I work. And I'm very blessed to do what I do.
He also has really bad insomnia.
I have really bad insomnia. I work 335 days a year. I'm so blessed to do what I do. This is not a complaint. But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting.
But so he's saying he has a stressful life, even though it's podcasting. That's debatable. But, you know, he's going to work and he's tired. He's looking for relaxation. He's looking for a stress reliever at home, and he's just getting more of it. It's a trap. This is a matrix.
Buying me all these things. Instead, she goes, so am I. And if I dare open my mouth to go, what the did you do that made you tired?
I know. I hear that frustration. I really feel for him, man. You guys are making fun. I feel for him. Because it's so simple for women. Like, all you need to do, like, you see Pokimane make these ridiculous standards, and she's there like, yeah, I just want my whole face, and I'm a career woman, and I have businesses, and I'm just looking for... It's like, it's so simple. All women have to do is just drop their ego. It's literally never been easier. Men, all we want is peace. That's it. We just want peace. It's harder than ever to be a man at the top now. The competition is stronger than ever before. You're competing with every guy on Instagram. People average debt's $94,000. AI's taking our jobs. We're stressed. It's tough. All we want is just peace. That's it. The bar's never been lower for women. And they're literally just incapable. They're incapable of it because of ego. That's all they have to do. Like, a woman could be a 5. A 5 who brings peace, and you'll get wifed up like that. And they're talking about LLCs and being the main character and her.
Now it's a problem. Now it's a fight. So
yeah, you're right. You don't even have to know how to cook, bro. I'll order DoorDash. Just be a stress relief. Just hug me when I get home. And don't talk too much. And head.
What do you mean? I went to Pilates.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Now, there definitely is a humorous delivery to the story that Akash is telling, but it does seem to be rooted in genuine problems he has with his relationship. Gisleen displays an extremely selfish and entitled mindset, both on the podcast and in their real life. Are we really meant to believe that all of this is just funny, just jokes? Well, ironically, that's basically how Akash justifies putting up with this behavior.
It's adorable when she does these things. Yeah. Like, I just look at it, and here's the rule in our marriage. It's been unspoken, but now we're just saying it now that we're both making content. If it's funny, we're good. Like, if it...
She can't make content, bro. You got to delete her podcast, man. You got to stop the podcast right now. You got to put a stop to it. Why does your wife have a podcast? It's not generating revenue. It's not even good. She doesn't even like doing it. She's doing it just to fuck with you. She hates it. Why is she on the internet?
It's funny, and if it's not funny and it hurt the other person's feelings, you apologize, you move on.
Any logical person understands this is an extremely slippery slope, because literally anything can be passed off as a joke or an attempt to make a joke. Like this video she posted to TikTok, where you can hear them both chuckling from time to time, but it's clear they are both frustrated and quite literally just documenting themselves having an argument.
Do you know what my...
It's that Amaranth husband content. Whenever the views drop, they just start a new a new marital argument.
Husband just tried to do to me.
Yeah.
We're leaving. Shut up. We're leaving in Paris.
Shut up.
In 5 hours, so tensions are a little high. We also just redid our closet,
This is all her closet now. She took the whole closet.
which we already agreed
And
upon.
now she's saying she doesn't have no space.
And now I'm saying I don't have space for all my. I don't have space for. Can you show?
Yeah.
I don't
Shut
have
up.
space for all my Indian suits because I like my dresses spaced out. Do you know what Akash just did?
Here you go. Watch this.
Dude, the Indian PR right now, after the Tyler Oliveira poop festival video and this, is just in the gutter, bro. It's in the gutter. You see Marco Rubio, he just banned visas from all over the world except India. They're going to keep on coming in too. Right now, it's just, it's heightened. I don't think it's ever been, they keep talking about anti-Semitism and the rise of that. They got to talk about the anti-Jihadism too. It's never been this much.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing
Look how
that.
much space exists.
I'm not doing that.
So what do you want to do? You want to buy a separate house with all hanger space?
No.
Also, side note, chat, Tim Pool keeps hitting up people I know. He hit up Matan Evan and this other guy, I forgot his name, Alex something. They want me to do a religious debate in Sarasota, Florida. Tim Pool wants me to debate Islam, like on a panel. What do you guys think I should do? I don't want to do that at all. Like I just think Alex Stein and Matan Evan hit me up about that. I don't know. You guys want to see it? It's just like 2026, we're doing religion debates. I've been in Florida, but it's like people keep hitting me up to do these panels. Michael Knowles wants me to do a show and do a panel debate. Yeah, no, I think that's just gonna box me in and make me like a Dawa channel. I'm not interested in that. Yeah, I want to do a one-on-one if I'm gonna do something like that.
In another video, she documents her being stressed out about packing for a lavish vacation in the wealthiest area of America, which is only a 3-hour drive from their apartment.
Okay, so me and my husband are supposed to leave tonight to go to the Hamptons for 2 weeks, and I haven't even packed anything yet. So I was just like,
She can't cook, clean, pack, kiss you during a proposal. She can't even pack her own clothes for a vacation in the Hamptons. It's the most like, bro, gosh, real talk. It's just not. She's still appearance-wise, she looks completely useless. She's giving you stress. She's not cooking. She's not cleaning. She can't even pack for a vacation that you're paying for. But she could turn on TikTok and ruin your life. Why are you married to her still, man? What are you getting out of this?
really stressed. Like, I don't want to go tonight because I still have to pack. I haven't even started. I have to finish my laundry.
Really, I know this is a really hard day.
Yeah, she's like a bratty child.
Oh, today?
She's like his bratty daughter.
I had a mani-pedi.
Oh, wow, that's so stressful.
Wait, and I had a massage.
It's how stressful to go to the Hamptons for 2 weeks. Oh, the Hamptons, Hawaii.
Akash puts up with Jaslene's selfish behavior and entitlement because he thinks they're just cute jokes. But it clearly isn't just jokes. Jasleen even says that Akash is...
You can't treat your wife like a friend. You can't treat her like you would like a guy in the crowd at a stand-up comedy show. You can't joke around with her like your buddy. It's gotta be like you gotta lead. You gotta be the fascist dictator of the regime. She gotta fall in line.
Birthday is her least favorite day of the year because it's the only day she can't be mean to him.
Okay, May the 4th is Akash's birthday. And
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day, and I have to get him something, and I have to also be nice and do like acts of kindness.
She said that twice. You know, she said that twice.
She's really not okay with this.
Is this marriage counseling? Or?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's really hard.
For her, it's really hard.
For me.
She needs to just, you know.
Listen, I'm just used to be.
Then leave her, bro. Then leave her, dude. That's the option. It's gonna be humiliating. He's gonna have to admit that Myron was right. But bro, you can't, man. Imagine what he's gonna look like a year from now. Mark this and like come back to this video. Well, how is he gonna appear in a year if he maintains in this marriage? If he maintains this? I mean, look how happy Chad looks over here.
For her, it's really hard.
Look at this guy. Look at the difference in appearance right now. Shoulders back, broad smile. This guy looks like he's gonna run somebody over with the Cybertruck. Look at him. Big smile on his face. Look at Akash. He's married to her. Oh. And look at him. Hey! Fuck yeah! Woo! Yeah, I've never seen somebody smile this hard, and I've never seen somebody more exhausted.
To just, you know.
Listen, I'm just used to being treated like a princess all day, every day. So that one day that I don't.
Oh, what torture!
Yeah.
Akash is the Indian Will Smith. Bro, Akash married the girl Fresh and Fit warned you not to marry. She's the embodiment of what Fresh and Fit said to avoid. Akash's rejection of Fresh and Fit's ideology now looked more like a defensive response born out of insecurity, considering her previous comments about her cheating on her husband, the unapologetically consumerist lifestyle that he funds, and the clear, unsettling tension she has with Akash made many question what her true motives were in the relationship. Many viewed Jasleen as a gold digger who had no actual emotional or romantic tie to the man that she married, and these sentiments would only grow stronger as people took notice of a very strange pattern of behavior, that being her tendency to avoid kissing Akash, and even straight up dodging his kisses when he tries to initiate.
I don't know. She's a good liar.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend that lies for you and not to you.
And this was not just a one-time occurrence. Entire compilations have been created showing just how often Jasleen avoids kissing her own husband. To make matters worse, not only did she dodge a
You guys saying GG. Remember, there was like a phase, I'm glad it ended, when Kai said I broke up with this girl, they said GG, G-I-G-I, like her name. He was kind of, bro, Kai said if he stayed with that girl, I'm happy that he got out of that because he was on the path for that too. That girl was saying that she wanted a G-Wagon and giving out the specs and the pink and the seats and everything for like a girlfriend. It's like, it's multiplying. And they used to be athletes and rappers. These girls are going to content creators now.
Kiss from Akash during their marriage proposal, but she also dodged his kiss a second time when he proposed to have their vows renewed. But Jasleen says it's nothing more than her being uncomfortable with public displays of affection.
I'll also respond to the people saying I don't like my husband
you're totally
because
comfortable publicly displaying humiliation. You're completely okay publicly hating on your marriage and your husband every chance you get. It's clear. You think it's the camera?
I turned away from a kiss. I've never liked PDA, physical touch. I find it really overstimulating. And so it's something I actually work through with my husband because that's his love language.
Now, having issues with PDA are extremely common. However, it is worth considering all of the other things Jasleen has no problem doing on camera. She's constantly talking about on her podcast and on her TikTok, not to mention the fact that she posted an entire video where she is clearly not wearing any pants, getting treatment for a bruise she got during and as if it couldn't get worse, she also flirts with the doctor.
Also, I heard you're single. Is that true?
We'll go back to treatment.
So she has no problem posting herself having very graphic conversations, half-naked videos of herself, and flirting with other men, but she draws the line at giving her own husband a kiss. Just doesn't really make sense. Not only did Jasleen...
Okay, someone in the chat said women suck. Obviously that's not true, but name one good female podcast right now. The only one I can think of is Candace Owens. That's it. There's not, it's just...
look extremely shady, and now seemed like she was perfectly...
Why do my ears look like this right now? Do I look like Obama? Why the fuck are my ears like this? Is this the camera? Dude, I literally look like Asian Obama right now. Why are my ears like this, dude? Have you ever seen me look like this? What the hell is this what I look like? Oh my... Why are my ears like that, bro? Let me be clear. These are not my ears. Akash is a cuck. I'm joking. His wife is humiliating, and she got to go. She can't have a podcast. She's ruining it from the inside out. So I hope that America, we can... but is it the headphones? Why the fuck did this... Is this... Dude, I don't always look like this, do I? Monkey cup.
Comfortable with lying about her relationship to make herself look better. And it turns out she wasn't just lying to her small audience, she was also lying to her own husband as well. Now, Jasleen constantly claiming that she has main character energy is particularly interesting. This is supposed to mean that you are liberated from others' judgment and confident in yourself. But for some, saying you have main character energy is just an acceptable way to admit that you are a narcissist. And narcissists tend to lie about everything, which is why many refused to believe Jasleen when she said that she was a virgin before meeting Akash. Akash has previously stated that he and Jasleen were both virgins before they met.
My wife also hadn't had any partner, so that helped us connect a lot.
Let me ask you this: do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. I remember I was just like, what?
Ghislaine, in a separate podcast, made the same statement.
I was at the point where I was ready, because I don't know if you told her, because I was.
Oh no, I didn't know you were a virgin too.
So I was a virgin too when I met him.
However, posts made by Ghislaine herself tell a completely different story, like the one where she reminisces on the days she spent in college, passing herself around to other men.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate.
Now, technically, she doesn't say that she was sleeping with them, but it is heavily implied.
I mean, what is popping your pussy? Is that, what does that mean? Does that really take that much room for interpretation? How do you pop your pussy? Genuinely.
And despite many feeling like they caught her in a lie, she surprisingly doubled down in a response to the criticism, claiming that she did in fact lose her virginity to Akash. Even though Ghislaine has disabled the comments on her social media, preventing anyone from criticizing her on her own page.
Come with us on a yacht in Dubai. She vacation in the Hamptons. No job. Doesn't do anything. Gets designer clothes. Vacations in Dubai. Design everything you fucking want. Everything.
She still sees the backlash, and her justification for acting the way she does online
This is literally a witch chat.
Just makes everything so much worse. Ghislaine has made a few public responses on her TikTok where she claims that she is being cancelled, which is funny because she has nothing to be cancelled from. She has no show to be fired from, no brand deal to lose, no job, no platform that anyone could realistically take away from her. In the last few years, cancel culture has become such a buzzword that people will use as a...
You're not getting canceled. People just hate you online. People are just looking at what you're saying and hating you. You're not getting canceled. People just don't like anything you say.
Shield against any form of criticism. If an influencer or celebrity frames their criticism as, oh, they're just trying to cancel me, a certain group of viewers will immediately jump to their defense without doing any research. They hear the word cancel and
if you've been to Dubai, you don't want to know why.
Assume it's just another example of people online trying to ruin someone's life for no reason. But Ghislaine is the one who decided to blurt out all of this stuff about her relationship for the internet, and she's being criticized for it. It's that simple. But she mostly chalks up all the negative attention to just coming from red pillars and incels trying to cancel her because she doesn't fit the traditional wife role.
When you're a simple little boy, it just breaks their brain that a girl can like just be loved for simply existing.
Yeah.
My husband loves me for simply existing. I don't have to.
You don't see how stupid that is? Like, you shouldn't love anybody simply for existing. That's the stupidest, and that's his fault. You got to provide something. You can't just exist. What is there to love about you? Why would anybody love you for existing? And that is his fault. Maybe he does believe that. I think he does. I think that's why she's acting that way. Okay. But she's right, chat. You guys are incels. But loving someone for existing, that's coming from a place of low self-esteem. Why? What is the reason? There's got to be something that somebody does for you to love and respect and cherish and want to be around. Something about the energy. Not just the fact that you're there. You poop and you eat.
Cook or clean to justify my worth.
Now, nobody is saying that she needs to cook and clean and fit some 1950s idea of a trad wife to have value. The issue is that publicly romanticizing other men, joking about cheating, and openly fantasizing about life before your husband isn't empowerment, it's disrespect. It's not about gender roles, it's about basic partnership and companionship. And her mentality and behavior influencing others is potentially harmful to relationships or even single people all around the world. Her second response came a few days later, after people had thoroughly scrubbed through her digital footprint. Ghislaine should have realized at this point that it was more than just incels coming after her, but she does make an interesting point about the criticism she was receiving.
Why are you mad if me and my husband are cool with each other, if we both make jokes at each other's expense? The difference is my husband will go on stage and say whatever the he wants about me. No one has anything to say. It's like, oh my God, it's so funny, it's so relatable. But then I come on TikTok and I make jokes, and now you have a problem because I don't have a mic in my hand?
Ironically, yes. If she did have a microphone in her hand, it would be way different. If she was trying to...
It's not funny. She's just ruining his life. There's no joke or nuance. Comedy is about some sort of truth. There's a self-reflection. Is observational. You know, a lot of it is, she doesn't understand that. It's too low IQ. She doesn't get it. So she's just seeing the jokes and thinking, oh, he's disrespecting me. I'm going to disrespect him. His jokes are probably about the marriage, and it's really about something greater, about dealing with the trials of a relationship, the ups and downs. She's just ruining his life.
Make it as a stand-up comic and her material focused around her being a gold digger or cheating on her husband, people would likely assume that she's being self-deprecating and not to take her as seriously. Because when you are on stage with a mic, people understand that it is a form of performance art that was thought about, written, practiced, and perfected over time. But she isn't selling herself as a comedian. Her podcast is branded as Unfiltered Girl Talk, which implies that Ghislaine is offering her honest thoughts and feelings while present. Not to mention that the same things she tries to pass off as jokes, she also attempts to justify as valid opinions she genuinely has. Also, her TikTok is quite literally a behind-the-scenes look at her real life and real dynamics with her husband.
Look at this one right here. Imagine hating on me and I'm just frolicking around my room. It's like, these are children. What is she in her 30s? This is what like 10-year-old girls do. Imagine it. I'm just frolicking around my room. You're an adult. This is when I see people online talk about like Marlon's dating. He's 24. He's dating a girl who's 19. They're like, that age gap is crazy. That age gap. It's like, bro, 19-year-old women. What's the difference in maturity? Look at her. How is anything she's saying different than a 19-year-old girl? As a 30, she's in her 20s. Whatever. It's still an adult. Me. I'm frolicking in my room in my PJs. Are you going to tell me that that she's in 5 years from now, she's going to suddenly become a mature, responsible woman? Tell me the difference. If the criticism between a girl who's 19, a girl who's 20, and a girl who's 28, talking about age gap, it's about values. It's not about age. The age thing, it's about what they believe in, what they follow, who they are, their principles. Believe it or not, women have principles. It should be passed down from the father. And this is proven right here. Frolicking in her room. Me. She's 32. Jesus Christ, bro.
She is picking and choosing what should be considered as jokes and what is serious to again deflect criticism. This is likely the exact same thing she does to Akash in their personal relationship, which is why he doesn't even realize he is being disrespected and humiliated. Akash certainly complains about his relationship while doing stand-up.
My wife is objectively gorgeous. Me? No. So that's what you got to do. I got to work my ass off, and then every time she starts looking at me and she starts assessing my beauty.
There's the problem right here. It's your lack of self-esteem. You can't, if you ever show a woman weakness like that, especially modern feminists, they're going to latch onto it like a fucking parasite. You can't have any you have to have full self-belief. If women can go around, I'm her, becoming her, nigga, you got to believe you him, Akash. You got to believe you're that guy. You are that guy. You made a career doing stand-up comedy as an Indian in America. People are paying tickets to go see you talking to a mic. Make dick jokes and listen to your podcast. You made it. A brown guy came to this country and you made a career talking. You're him. You won. You're a king. Look at you. How many brown guys are able to, you know how many brown guys look up to you as an inspiration, as a guy who made it in a world full of white men? Don't humiliate yourself when you're up there. You gotta know who you are. Every day you look in the mirror, man, you that nigga, man. You a white ass Indian going hard as fuck.
I just throw it back at that. Chest pass. I'm telling you, ladies, if you have a good guy, do you know what he needs? A vacation. You hear it all the time. A relationship is hard work. Marriage is a job. Well, every good job gives you 2 weeks vacation. And if you have a good man, I promise you I know what his dream vacation is. Because every good guy's dream vacation is...
cheating on your wife.
Is your vacation. Go somewhere. Go anywhere you want.
But in a more personal setting, like a podcast for example, Akash is significantly more graceful when talking about his wife.
She just says everything she's feeling at whatever moment. It's done. She just tells me when she's pissed off at me. It just all comes out. It took me a while to appreciate that because initially I'm like, why are you He's so combative. What's this about? God damn, stop fighting with me all the time. And then I was like, oh no, she just lets it out and she's free. All these little social niceties that we all do where we just lie.
This is why I also think it's jester to argue with women. It's a lot of like comparing it to like academics. She's like always, you know, it's good content, you know, going back and forth with Samaya, these girls and stuff. Just when you argue with somebody, even if you're winning, even if you have a better point, you're still admitting that you value that it's even worth going to battle, that it's even worth comparing, but it's not. It's got to be it's got to be your say, no matter what. It's just like I'm not going to argue with you because I am right. It's not. There's no debate. This is just what it is. That's why you just avoid, because now you puts you on an even level playing field.
Bro took the simping crown from Will Smith. Feeling the pressure from all the backlash, Akash started interrupting his stand-up performances to talk about social media drama. As one fan wrote, I went to the 7 p.m. show last night and it was extremely awkward. He was clearly not processing the situation well and he ended the set 20 minutes early. He spent the first 10 to 15 minutes of the set talking about the controversy, how his wife has been loyal to him, and everything she has been saying is just jokes and is fine with him. No one in the crowd knew how to take this information, and I truly believe that the majority of fans there had no idea any of this was going on. This only made him spending like 1/3 of his set on it even more awkward. He then proceeded to jokingly call his wife a every time he brought her up, which was just not helping. I think it ruined his whole set and the mood never recovered, which I think is why he ended early. Other fans recalled a similar experience.
Never getting married? Nah, there's good women out there. There's good women out there.
And they all seemed to share the sentiment that Akash was clearly rattled by the ordeal and his performance was suffering as a result. One fan even claimed that he asked beforehand if the crowd had heard about the drama and was relieved to find out most of them hadn't. Someone else recorded a recent performance Akash did in which he tries to explain why he thinks his wife isn't what the internet says she is.
These narratives, people calling your wife a gold digger and all these other things, it's a shame. So I'm going to tell one story that I had never even told her, honestly. My wife and I met in 2014. I was not making much money. I was getting $25 a night doing stand-up. I was on MTV shows that paid dog shit money. But then in 2018, I went flat broke. 34 years old, I probably made $4,000 that entire year. And we couldn't even afford the living room we lived in New York City. Me and her sleeping on a hardwood floor. I'm 34 years old. She's 25 years old. I'm looking at this girl like, man, you could go be with...
2018, she's 25 then. What was that, 8 years ago? Damn, time flies. Yeah, she's fucking old, man.
An Indian who's a doctor.
She's in her 30s going, I'm frolicking in my room.
Nothing to give her.
It's like literally, bro, like that's the proof you need. Like women in their 30s, same maturity level as like a 14-year-old.
It's a light jacket. It's like October. We have nothing. So I hand her the jacket, and then she said, what's this for? I said, you can use that as a pillow. And then she goes, well, what are you going to use? And I said, I'll figure it out. She handed me back the jacket. She goes, you take this. And then she laid with her head on my chest.
Tell a joke. Boo! Make me laugh!
And her arm around me the entire night. And I remember thinking in that moment, I don't know if I'm going to be able to marry this girl because I'm so broken. I'm in such a bad place and it's a dark fucking time in my life. You suck! But I know I will never find a girl that loves me this much ever again.
Now this paints the narrative of a girl who was loyal to the core to a man who was at his lowest moment, and therefore deserves the fruits of his success. But there is a few key details that he left out.
Like literally every picture, even when he was talking about how he's dead broke, it's literally always him. I'm sorry about being mean, but like, dude, it's always him and her looking at the camera. Even when he's flat broke in Central Park, she's looking dead at the camera. Yes, clout, money.
And therefore deserves the fruits of his success. But there is a few key details that he left out, because shortly after this story that Akash explained of them sleeping on the floor, Ghislaine did actually leave him, but then came back to him when his career was revived. Akash says that he made nearly no money during the first 4 years of their relationship and then went broke in 2018. However, they both have publicly claimed that he was making a 6-figure salary in 2017.
He was getting a lot of work from MTV, like his first show was Wildin' Out, and then he did Guy Code, and he was just like on a bunch of MTV shows, and he was able to like reach a 6-figure salary, which at the time was really huge for us. But
2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
then in 2018, like all of the opportunities started to dry up. He was kind of aging out of the MTV bracket, and he wasn't really getting any attention from the industry. So he was pretty much losing all his income, and at the same time, I was working a really toxic job with like a toxic manager and like working till 2 a.m, and it just caused a lot of stress on our relationship.
I had like 7 MTV shows. I wasn't making crazy money. I was making like low 6 figures. But my girlfriend at the time, she moved into our place, and then all of a sudden, end of 2017, all the shows started.
She does talk like she's famous too.
Suddenly getting canceled one by one. So I went from making like a low 6 figures, nothing crazy, but 6 figures in 2017 to 2018, probably making like $4,000 for the whole year. I'm not even exaggerating.
Jasleen actually did end up dumping Akash during this dark time, sparked by what she claims was a fight between her and Akash's mother. Then the two eventually got back together months later, and conveniently enough, Akash's Flagrant podcast was just starting to blow up and was making $10,000 a month in Patreon revenue. Akash and Jasleen finally decided to sit down and address all of the backlash on the Flagrant podcast. Andrew and the guys created this trial where they pretended to investigate Jasleen and ask her all of the tough questions that the internet is demanding answers to. What's funny is that everyone seems to be enjoying this besides Akash. He is easily the least animated one throughout the pod and seems like he just wants to get this thing over with. Now
No, the mom didn't like her. That's the best litmus test. If you do have a traditional mother, like a mom who, just, let's see what your mom will know. Mothers know.
Who didn't say anything that we haven't heard before. Jasleen basically chalks everything up to being just a joke or exaggerated because most people don't contextualize her background and upbringing.
Have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
I was, yeah, you know. Okay. So I was.
His Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was the repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress.
I don't know any repressed girls who go on podcasts with millions of views. I don't know any shy girls who are like all over TikTok frolicking around the room. That's not what I think of a shy, repressed religious girl.
However I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But
what does a roster mean?
So it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
when
think you
I
meant...
mean I just meant making out. Again.
She said popping a puss.
Like everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally.
Throughout the episode, Akash is kind of bullying and teasing her constantly, as if this is to prove that they do it to each other and it's not just a one-sided thing, even though on podcasts before this, he is typically more graceful towards her and is not just outright calling her a bitch.
Yeah. She's actually made it non-cooking ass.
You could make that?
Schema.
Really?
This useless.
You can't do that. You can't say this with all due respect, please.
You gotta say with all due respect.
Well,
I guess it's your
Well, I
wife.
thought the internet was right about everything.
No.
Golding a woman.
Yeah. Okay, so you can make all these things.
Yeah.
One of the more interesting moments was
Adam15. You guys can say Aiden. I'm not on Twitch. Like we know. Also, he's unbanned. You guys can say, do you want a little gambling money?
when the two discussed her bringing up and being so persistent about having an with her co-host's husband. And again, she said it was just a joke, but in the middle of that, she remained firm in her stance that she was a virgin, and even Andrew was surprised.
So if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey, cut that. But because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you are a virgin? That's real?
I was a virgin until I met him, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't, that body count thing, I'd have been like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Because I would have been insecure about it. But I can be, not that I'm so secure, but with that joke, I'm like so secure.
Oh, I absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think stupidly, I was like, oh, it's all of us. It's not like
that is stupid.
Yeah.
But the 87,000 dislikes on the video says that the viewers were not exactly believing whatever they were saying. Are they trying to convince us or themselves? Akash still believes her body count is 1. At this point, someone needs to interview one of those frat boys. The fake laughing is almost corporate level. That being said, it seems like Akash genuinely believes his wife is out of his league. He said publicly that she is far more attractive than any woman he thought he could ever get. When you feel lucky just to be with someone, you start letting things slide that would normally hurt you. You convince yourself the jokes don't mean anything.
It goes deeper. There's a lot of Asians too. You know, Asians and Indians have a lot of low self-esteem coming to America, Asian men specifically. Something that Indian women and Asian women don't have because they get so much attention from white guys and from every race. You're not going to look at. I'm not going to look at Jasleen and think that, oh, she's an Indian woman. I'm not going to think that. Are you? I'm going to think she's an Instagram. She's a TikTok girl. Even right here, I'm not. She could be Spanish or something. You see Akash sing. Even listen to his name. You see this guy. That's an Indian. That's an Indian. And that's automatically going to position you. Look, Asians and Indian men are the lowest on the dating pool. That's just a fact. Lowest swiped on Tinder. Everybody knows that. You know, they're not competitive in sports. Known for being engineers, computer science, for being shorter. It's just, it is what it is. So this goes to a deeper level. Indian men are dealing with the self-esteem issue that Indian women don't have. Automatically, they're not going to relate. And she's not going to be empathetic to it. She doesn't give a fuck.
The disrespect isn't real, and the public humiliation is just content. Jasleen behaves like someone who assumes she'll be forgiven no matter what, so she has no reason to self-reflect on her behavior because her husband doesn't push back. You can only see where this will lead. Eventually, Akash won't be able to supply her demands. The vacations aren't enough. The house isn't big enough. The clothes aren't expensive enough. The bedroom activities aren't enough. And that stuff is hard enough to deal with privately. Now he has to run the risk of her expressing all of these frustrations publicly on her TikTok and podcast. It seems that Jasleen is a product of a generation that confuses on-screen dysfunctionality with personality, treating toxic characters as an aesthetic role model with main character.
It's another like unique problem. She's married to a comedian, but she's not funny. Like she's saying stuff that she thinks that it's comedy because her husband does it, but she's just not funny. So.
Their energy.
Someone's got to tell her.
The closest character to me is probably Maddie from Euphoria.
Maddie from Euphoria is a character best known for her engagement in toxic relationships and selfish personality. Oftentimes,
she's in her mid-30s comparing herself to a high school girl in a made-up HBO. Mid-30s, thinking she's a high school girl in a show. Holy fuck.
Emotionally harming other people to get what she wants. So it's interesting that Jasleen says she can only act as Maddie because she can only act like herself. Jasleen does not see Maddie as a problematic teenage girl. She sees her as a diva and an icon and resonates with her as a result. If someone has a problem with her behavior, then they're just an incel or a red pillar or a misogynist. But if the pushback comes from someone that she loves, like her friend or her husband, then it's just jokes. It kind of reminds me of what's called the narcissist's prayer. That didn't happen. And if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, that's not my fault. And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you deserved it. During their initial podcast appearance, Fresh and Fit discussed the concept of men having leverage in their relationships. And while their opinions were a lot more skewed to men having the financial and emotional power over their partner, the core idea underneath it is much simpler. Respect. Any normal person understands that a relationship is supposed to be 50-50, which doesn't have to mean equal income.
Great video, Patrick CC. Dude, the first thing you see, buttholes, scammers, wife icks, joint bank accounts, feet my husband. Fa. Buttholes, scammers, wife...
Back. We're so back, baby.
Akash married the Indian town bicycle. Jesus, bro.
Welcome back, main character girlie.
Oh my God.
You're welcome. By the time this episode drops, I feel like it's gonna be Thanksgiving, which is a very interesting time.
Dhanvad. Shukriya.
Shukriya.
All right. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow. Long of Love speech. Good stuff today. 2 streams back to back. We had some technical difficulties, well, hacker difficulties. I'm glad you guys stuck around. Appreciate it. I'm going to be live earlier tomorrow. Stay tuned. I want to go live like 1 p.m. I'm going to be live all day tomorrow, so I need to get some rest. Have a great night. Long of Love speech.
Daddy got a big airplane. Her mommy holds all the family on cash. A beautiful rose is standing at the corner. She is a living in and out of tune. Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your mind. Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your mind. Thank you.